Where the love at, nigga?
You know what? Never mind. Come on, Squid. What kind of lead you got?
Man, I got some shit for y'all, man. Look like the whole hood is at war right now. But first, I'ma need something from y'all, man. Like, it's this one nigga over by my spot selling rocks right now. I can't have that kind of nonsense around my customers and clients. I sell bud, man.
Real quick too, I do realize I got a lot of this pink setting up here. Look like I got the peach vest and shit. And then he called me up to the stage, like, who the fuck is this Goker walking around? Shit. See, I just see up here looking like watermelon. City trains, finest bitch. Hey, look, city kid, right here. What is that? City kid, right there across from the little demonstration. I don't know where it's at. Y'all ain't probably over the rest of the crossing. You know where it's at. Right there. Oh man, shit. I just want to get up here and just talk some shit real quick. How long I got?
Where do we start?
Where did we start?
Tell them about young cameras. Yes.
Young Cameron?
Oh shit.
Like little young Cameron, or
You had me.
What was it like? What was it like raising Cameron?
what was it like raising Cameron? Actually, Cameron was actually a cool baby. As long as his ass was dry and he was fat, he was actually a cool baby. Cameron as a kid, you're stupid. Cameron as a little boy, Cameron required a lot of attention. Cameron could never be left to his own devices. Cameron was always, who's gonna be watching this? Cameron was always fucking with shit. That was Cameron, but he was real smart. But yeah, Cameron could not be left to his own devices. And then when he became like a preteen, he went through puberty early. So every time I turned around, he was looking at some little raggedy little girl. But I was like, okay, as long as you go to school and get decent grades, and that's what he did. So I was cool. I rarely had to drop kick him. I drop kicked him a few times, but not that many. But for the most part,
beat up.
he was he was a decent kid. But I couldn't have had two of him.
Okay, I like it.
Next question.
All right.
Tripping, so I come a little piece and I step in. Ooh, I let her way she do that one thing for me, baby. What that's by? She make that booty swing from left to right.
One love, one love, one love. It's the good you. Mr. Goose to you. Man, we gonna have an awesome show tonight. Did y'all see what Bud did? He pulled up on that boy Tio. Y'all better stop calling that boy name out talking shit. We're gonna talk about all that. Canelo, Berlanga, I'm gonna give y'all my opinion. It was a great fight to me. I seen some flaws in both fighters, so we're gonna talk about it. What did I see? We're gonna talk about it. Mr. Go. You can threaten me all you want, but it's impossible. We gotta go first. Y'all know how we do this. So I'm about to, get it in. One love to everybody that's in the chat right now. We got Bud gonna stop Canelo. Just the guy. One love. 402 stand up. Big J coming in tonight. Yes, sir. Man. Who we got? Mr. Gold's in the building. Yes, sir. So we about to, I'm about to drop everything. I'm about to get it going. Oh, we gonna talk about that. Oh, no, sir. Just stay tuned. You gonna come on over, man. I'm gonna let you jump it off. Yes, sir. But man, last night was a great fight. Did y'all see what happened to Danny? Danny's done. Danny's done. Quit on the stool. Daddy don't want to see it. I don't want to see it either. You're done. Out of there. Commentate. Who else? Shout out to Caleb Plant. Shout out to Caleb Plant. Fucking with me. Shout out to Caleb Plant, man. Caleb Plant. I heard he did his thing. I didn't get to see that fight, so somebody, I'm gonna let y'all come in. Y'all tell me how that fight went. I didn't get to see that fight. Yeah, so we got a lot to talk about, man. We're gonna talk about who's next for Bud, who we think should be next for Bud. Should Bud try to fight Canelo? Because from my understanding, Bud was like, I want to fight. Y'all see, he pulled up with the sheet. Bud was busy yesterday. Caleb Plant, then he was busy. Nigga, he pulled up to Tio and them and was like, boy, I told you about putting my name in your mouth type shit. And then pointed to the nigga like, nigga, name out your mouth. Come up to 154. Come up to 154, Tio, so I can spank that ass. Canelo. I'm waiting for some Canelo fans. I'm waiting for the Mexican boxing fan #1 and some of you Mexican fans, because I gotta talk to y'all. Shit y'all was talking about. He gonna knock Berlanga out. Nigga knocked Berlanga down and then let him come up and go 12 rounds. He knocked him down in the third and let him go 9 more rounds. Come on, man. We got a killer in the ring with us. Oh, two stand up. Oh, damn. I'm talking so much on that cam on repeat. I'm talking so much I got cam on repeat. But yeah, y'all come on through. I'm waiting for y'all to come on through. I want the Mexican, them Canelo fans. I'm invited y'all. I told y'all to come here, boy. Come here, because we got to talk. All that shit y'all was saying about Bud. Canelo dropped that man in the third and could not finish him. Let me say that again. He dropped him in the third, but could not finish him. With that being said, I will be back here shortly in 30 seconds. Okay. One love. Man, where the hell you at? You up here in the chat. Get your ass in the goddamn ring with your boy, man. You sitting in the chat sending eyeballs. Like, you don't get your jelly belly ass up in here with me, boy. Love you, Cam. Y'all see how Cam, I was like, nigga, Cam couldn't touch shit in the kick. Cam, man. Y'all gotta top it up, man. Cam got one of the coolest. Shout out to Cam, man, mom, and she's one of the coolest ladies, man, that I met, man. They relationship is something special, man. I love it. Big J, I dropped the link. I told you in church with me and Big J we talked in church today about it. He had Berlanga winning, so come here too. We gotta talk. Where do I want to start at? Where do we start? Man, would you come on? Sitting in the chat like you don't fuck with me like that. Bring your jelly belly ass on. Yeah, I didn't play the part when you just roasted me at the comedy show. Motherfucker talking about I look like a half a gallon of milk. Yeah, I ain't got over that one, Cam. I ain't got over it. But no, let me talk boxing. Let me talk boxing. Let me give me sip. Okay, let's talk boxing. Last night, we watched Canelo and Berlanga. Last night, I literally watched Canelo and Berlanga. Now, third round. Look, I got my hand on my third round. He knocks this man down and couldn't finish him. Now, let me say this. I have not yet, can somebody tell me if I'm wrong? I have not yet seen somebody. Yes, I have. I'm wrong. I am wrong. I am wrong. I have seen one person. One second, I have to. Okay, let me get going. Okay, so we watched the Berlanga Canelo fight, right? We watched it. Now, like I was saying, I ain't seen but one person, and that's Victor Postol. That's the only person I really seen get knocked down by Bud twice and got to go 12 rounds. Victor Postol, I want to say, is the only one, huh? Yeah, it is. He is. Okay, so with Victor Postol being the only one, Bud's a finisher. And after that, I think he went on the TKO streak. I wish Cam was on here so I can get my dun dun dun. After Victor Postol got knocked down 2 times, Terence Bud Crawford went on a knockout streak. Now, the man Canelo. Hold on, here come Big J. Big J joined us. We got the apostles. We got 1 in the chat, 2 in the building. We good. We waiting for the 3rd. What's up, Big J?
What is
Big J?
good? What is
What is
good?
good? Al Moolah, baby. Al Moolah's in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. So, let me cook real quick. So, Victor Postol, Big J, was the last person we seen hit the canvas twice. But he didn't even hit the canvas. His gloves just touched the canvas. Edgar Berlanga got sat the fuck down. Can I say that? But can I get that part? Last person we seen touch the ground, and after that, Bud went a TKO motherfucking streak all the way up until Madrimov, who was. And let me say this about Madrimov because everybody say, wait, y'all don't say Terence Bud Crawford beat a weak Earl Spence. Y'all taking credit away from Earl Spence. Well, you're taking the credit away from Madrimov, who had 300 amateur fights, who has a great IQ, who listened to the game plan of his coach and went 12 rounds. But did y'all see his face?
Wait. But his coach is also a great coach.
No. And that's what I'm saying. Okay, that's what I'm getting at. But let me go here. Let's compare here. Because you got some of these fans, fam. So I gotta go here. Let's go here. Let me go here. How did Edgar Berlanga's face looked after that fight last night? Is Edgar Berlanga running around here with glasses on?
No.
I don't see him running around with glasses. Hell, I didn't see too many knots on him on his face.
He actually seemed a little too happy after that fight.
But Madrimov, let's go to Madrimov. How did Madrimov's face look after that Terence Bud Crawford?
It was a little more marked
took him
up.
12 rounds.
I'll say this. It was more marked up. It was more competitive.
A little? The man is still wearing sunglasses, Big J. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. I'm joshing. But yeah, he had the glasses on the next day though, so you know he knotted up real good.
Oh yeah.
Uh, let's go here. What let you give your now out young fire out of BNB. Let me hear what you have. What's your take on last night? And, before I let you talk, Ken, if you don't bring your big ass over in here, God dang, you know people here waiting to hear to see what you got to break. See, listen to your breakdown, and you sitting here watching us, giving us smiley faces and shit. But give your take, Big J. Give your take.
So last night, are we talking about the whole card, or are we just talking about the Berlanga fight?
The whole card.
All right.
Break the whole card down.
We'll start with Rollies. All right. Then we'll talk about something that looked like
I
he
forgot
improved.
about Roll again.
Let's talk about this. Rolly, he looked like he improved with his skills. He did look like a better boxer. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He definitely is learning some things from Coach Ismael Salas. You know, that I will say Rolly's jab was looking pretty good. Um, the dude he fought, Hami, I don't know his last name. I've seen him fight a couple times. He is pretty tough, and I want to say this too. He just got out of a fight, and he was a tough Mexican. He was gonna come to fight Rolly. Oh, Rolly, he looked like a good little boxer out there. I wouldn't mind him seeing him fight somebody like Rael next. You know, some fun little fight. I wouldn't mind seeing that. You know, but he definitely wasn't nothing like, especially with the entertainment we had throughout the card. He definitely didn't really catch nobody's eye. You know. Now we go down to the Caleb Plant Trevor McCumbee fight. Man, that first round, right, Caleb, you could definitely see there was levels to this game. You know, Caleb definitely looked like he was more experienced than Trevor. The adversity came for Caleb was when Trevor hit him in that body, like the way he hit him. It didn't even look like he really tried to hit him hard, but he hit him, and Caleb's body kind of just like flew into the corner. It was kind of weird, like the way he threw it. Like, it looked like a big, strong punch, but it didn't really look like Trevor was trying to hurt him that hard. And then once he seen Caleb got hurt, I was kind of getting nervous for Caleb. I was like, all right, Caleb, come on, man. You know, step it up. Step it up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of getting nervous. Once they hit the middle rounds, they was kind of going back and forth. They said Caleb didn't have the inside game. He definitely showed that rounds from 6 to 9. He definitely showed it. And shout out to Trevor McCumbee. I definitely would like to see him fight somebody like Edgar Berlanga. I definitely would like to see him fight somebody like Diego Pacheco next. Shit, I wouldn't mind seeing him versus Cole Nelson next either. You know,
Oh, you took the words out of my mouth because that's what I'm going for. I'm telling you, hey,
it's a
I'm
good fight, bro. Because listen, right? Trevor and So Cold in the last month, they're not the biggest stars popularity-wise at 168, but their performances and their styles will bring for a great clash, right? I think So Cold beats him, takes him to the deep waters because McCumbee, he's been inactive. Not only that, but obviously he barely gone 10 rounds, right? So Cold he has great stamina. Okay, so I think So Cold will win by unanimous decision. I think So Cold drops McCumbee. That's how I got it. I think it's gonna be a good little tough match for Nelson to see where he's at. I just think like how Caleb does it. I think So Cold is the way pulling it. Maybe a little tougher, but I see So Cold winning it by unanimous decision. Possibly dropping McCumbee a couple times, you know, because McCumbee is a tough dude. Well, I will say that. Even though he got stopped by Caleb, you see he wanted to keep going. He was jumping up and down like he didn't allow. I was like, oh, shit. Like, he still want to keep fighting. But off that, we forgot about Stephen Fulton, man. Stephen Fulton coming off that loss to Inoue.
how did he look?
Man, he got dropped, right? He got dropped. but he picked it. He got himself back together, and he won the fight by split decision. I thought that was good for him, especially for his first fight with Bozy Ennis. I thought that was good. It was nothing really to go write home about, but for Fulton and his mental, I mean, I can see that he's getting himself together. And I can't say nothing, but I appreciate, Stephen Fulton, But back to after the Caleb Plant fight, we had Danny Garcia and Lara.
Hold
And
on,
I just
time
want to
out,
say,
hold on 1 second, Big J. I'm gonna need one of my wrenches to time out that man Golden for like 5 minutes. This nigga talking about all fighters at BNB is trash. You about to get? I don't time people out, but that will get you timed out.
hey, Mr. God, ain't nobody worried, man. I ain't worried about that old ass bum ass. Ain't nobody worried about him. Shit. Yeah.
I was just playing, man. I was just playing. Who timed him out? I was just playing.
No, I'm not serious either. I'm just playing too.
No, somebody timed him out. Who did that? Who did the bullshit? Now I was just playing, y'all.
We was just playing, bro. Mr. Golden.
I did.
Oh, okay. You did it.
I did.
You and Mr. Golden got words to then. That's Mr. Golden. I didn't do it. I was just playing. My co-host, my co-host in the banana suit right there did it.
Hey man.
You say what you want to about me, but you leave my B&B the fuck alone, sir. You leave B&B boxing alone. Okay, I'm talking about.
Hey, he was talking about you know Ray be tuning in, right? You know Bomac know who he is, right?
Yeah.
Better chill. Cause look, at the end of the day, you ain't gonna have to worry about me. You mean you ain't gotta worry about Kim? You gonna have to worry about Bomac. I'm just playing. But no.
You and Bomac could be a good fight. Oh no, Mr. Golden and Bomac could be a great fight, y'all. We should get Bomac and Golden in the ring.
Hey, but no, on some real stuff, like I felt bad for Danny, and I was it was weird because I like both fighters. I both think they're both underrated fighters. I think they both are definitely Hall of Famers. Man, I just want to say this about Danny, man. If Danny is retired, bro, he gave a lot to this sport. He's done a lot in the amateurs. He's done a lot in the pros. It was just kind of a sad fight. Like, I kind of didn't even like seeing that for him, especially with the mental stuff that he's been going through. This boxing game is unfair, and I didn't really like to see it. But Laura, he did what he had to do. He beat the shit out of Garcia on a real note. He did what he had to do. That's it's either you or me, and that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, Garcia wasn't up to par, and thankfully, Angel Garcia stepped in. Do I think this is the end for Danny Garcia? No, because I think maybe it's time for Danny Garcia to go with a different trainer, right?
How the hell I let Mr. Golden in?
Huh?
So how I let him back in?
But no, man, I just didn't really like to see that fight. Laura did what he had to do, but to me, that was kind of like a nod. And that fight was kind of boring, to be honest with you. That fight was kind of just trash, From coming from the Caleb Plant fight, and then you get into that Laura fight, that was kind of boring. All right, that was a boring ass fight. From a fan standpoint, I can see why people would want to fall asleep, right? Then we had Edgar Berlanga, bro. Look. I know my dude Edgar lost, right? Okay. But I believe last week I said that Edgar was gonna go in there and he was gonna go in there to win. He did not lay down, like I said. He didn't push back. There's only so much you could do for Canelo against Canelo, somebody like that. I mean, yeah, I was going for Edgar. I was thinking he could win. At the end of the day, though, realistically, there's levels to this. And I thought if Edgar Berlanga, truth be told, if he was throwing those punches like how he was in the later rounds throughout the whole fight, man, he could have really won that fight. Maybe even, I don't want to say drop, but hurt Canelo. Because Canelo at the end of those last 3-4 rounds, man, he was starting to get clipped, And I don't want to say it was like as if he was winning those rounds because I only had Edgar winning 3 rounds at most. But those later rounds were definitely competitive. And, man, all I can say is respect to the OG. Canelo, respect to Edgar. Nobody wanted to see Canelo fight Edgar. I totally understand. But, man, oh, man, like, from last week, I was literally on. I said, Edgar ain't gonna come in there just to go get a fucking check, bro. He's coming in there to win. And while he didn't win, but he did not lay down. Like he was fighting back. Like he got clipped. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was talking about, oh, Edgar's chin. Boy, he was getting hit too, but and he was throwing them. That's one thing I noticed, and that's the weakness about Canelo. I noticed, and Edgar was actually giving him fists, right? Every time Canelo threw 1 big or 2 big punches, Edgar was coming right back with the 1-2. Shit, sometimes he would leap in with that hook, bro, and it was actually kind of working. And I felt like if he had like a little more experience, it would have been a lot more dangerous.
I'm sorry, hold on. I gotta let him in because we tied him out. I know he about to talk shit. He gotta let Mr. Go talking shit. I got to. I can't do that, but I got to. Cause Tim tied him out. What you gotta say, old man?
Fuck Cam.
I would fuck me first.
Big banana suit wearing ass motherfucker. Or time a nigga ass out.
Okay, we're gonna talk boxing, but open pen, I'm gonna let you have it, Mr. Go.
Yeah, nah, fuck that shit. He gave me 5 minutes. That's okay. I'm going over here to our station.
Okay.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna go ahead, Jay. How you doing, Mr. J? Jay, the only one I'm talking to. Fuck Gooch. I'm on talk to Mr. J. Mr. J, how you doing today?
Nah, because didn't you just say FB&B fighters? Nah.
No, he said all B&B fighters are trash.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Gordon. I ain't going to let that slide.
That's right.
You have beef with the whole apostles, all right?
Hey, whoever's in the background, I'm going to let y'all in a hot second. I'm going to let us cook. We just let Mr. Gold know for a similar flag. Cam timed him out. I'm going to let him cuss Cam out real quick, and then we're going to talk back.
Shit out around here,
Before he cussed Cam out.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna mute myself and turn my camera off.
All right. You coming for Cam?
You know, you shut your whore mouth about B&B boxing, damn it. You say what you want to about me. Don't you talk about my B&B.
And here's the thing, Mr. Gordon, right? Here's the thing, man. We had a few going back last year, man. I don't want to restart that, man. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Man, fuck you. I'll let you slide, your little young ass.
I don't want to have to. Hey, you see what happened to Wilder? You see what happened to Wilder, bro? You better chill.
Man, fuck that shit. Wild ain't got nothing to do with this.
You see what happened to Wilder? You better chill, Mr. Goldie.
Wild ain't got nothing to do with this.
You better chill.
I'll be the Omaha next week.
All right, come on.
Anyway, worry about him. Anyway,
all your ass. And I'm bringing a Jefferson. I'm bringing a Jefferson and just a guy with me.
You about to get jumped. You finna get jumped.
Hey, we in Omaha. You know where we at?
Damn, I ain't got to do what buy you a Big Mac and a large fry. You gonna sit your ass down.
Listen, you know what time it is. Y'all know what it is with me, man.
Hey, Cam vegan now. We turned vegan yesterday.
Vegan is crazy.
Listen, and Gooch, I get Goose a half an ounce of that good shit. He threw.
That is diabolical behavior, Mr. Gold. That's all right. I know how to get you, Mr. Gold. See, you gonna pull up on bullshit, and all I'm gonna do is send one of them little young tenders on you. I'll put one of them little young tenders on you. He gonna,
Kim, he forgot about Boo Boo too, man. He forgot about Boo Boo.
I'm gonna send one of them young tenders on you. It's a wrap. He gonna be like, yeah, come here, girl, let me bang.
I stop all that. I'm a married man now.
Oh, you married now?
No, this what just the guy just said, y'all.
He said he got all the CNAs in this corner. All
Oh
the
man.
nurse on CNAs.
Yeah.
I can't believe I can't believe Tam tied me out. Oh
I gave
hell.
you.
Hey,
And
he was just doing what he was told, man.
Now
and
you
then
not going.
listen, and then he didn't even know to untie my brother. Man, that's fucked up, man.
I didn't know how. I didn't. I jumped the
Hey,
gun. I
hey,
did it
but
from the page instead of on YouTube. I did it from on damn StreamYard. It was like fuck. It was from under the Xbox to you, so it automatically delete all the messages, give a nigga 5 minutes. Damn,
That's
that
all
was what
right.
I was supposed to do.
Okay. I'm up for the move, but I'm gonna get you.
Okay. All right, we
Go ahead,
go.
Jay.
we gonna come back to this. Hey, we go. Hey, put a
Don't
pin
hit me,
in this.
Mr. Golden.
Hey, for real. Mr.
Don't
Golden, ain't
hit me. I'm
nobody
just a
gonna
bitch ass nigga. Don't hit me.
um
I ain't saying that. Go ahead and talk about the fight.
um
Bud versus Canelo.
I know La Jessica, she said he didn't do ish, right?
That's
But
right.
but Edgar, look, man, that people were saying he was just going in there for the money aspect and for the check, man. And I looked at Alicia Bob Garner's tweet, right, and she said, "What does this say about Caleb Plant and Hami McGee?" And I was like, "Ooh,
This is
what's
only
that?"
saying that Edgar Berlanga is a big 168 pounder. The nigga should have been fighting at 175. He was
It's Terrence.
Oh,
190
Hey,
hold
hey,
on,
last
wait,
hold
wait,
time he
on.
wait, no,
Let's
ran.
wait,
talk
wait, wait,
about
wait.
that.
Time out.
Let me talk about that real quick. Let me chime in on that.
Okay.
So, Canelo, let me talk to you now, boss. Let me talk to you because simple fact of the matter, Canelo, you was worried about Benavidez going up 25 pounds. Ain't that what my boy did last night? Word
That's
is
exactly what he
he
did.
maxed out at 24.5 last night.
No,
So
No,
I seen something that he was close to 200. You know,
he
like,
was
yeah, he
190
went up
last
25
time.
pounds, bro. They say he went 24 pounds yesterday, bro.
hey, but here's the
Hey,
thing, though. But here's the thing, right? Obviously, we already know the truth. It don't even need to be said. Obviously don't think Edgar is on that level of David Benavidez. He obviously
no,
thinks that, and he underestimated Edgar. And like I said, man, Edgar, to me, he get my props. Did he get the dub? No, but I guess
he
this
got
much.
washed
Hey,
and carried though. Jay, like, did we really think he was going to have um any possibility of winning that fight outside of landing a big shot and clipping Canelo?
Man,
I
let's
tell
stop
you,
this shit there. That man was scared last night. He fought like a
I,
scared little bitch last night. Keep it real.
That's crazy. I'm
I ain't
just saying.
hey,
sugarcoat nothing. I ain't sugarcoat nothing. He was
no,
scared. That man stayed in the corner more than Frank Martin did.
no. So wait, let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this question then, right? So you mean to tell me, right? Edgar Berlanga, do y'all think he tried to win the fight? Let me
No,
ask y'all that.
I
You don't
no.
don't
think he?
think so. I think he
this
tried
is
to
what this
No.
is.
survive.
How come?
I really think
Okay.
he tried to survive. And the reason I say that is
No.
because when he got dropped in the third, when he got dropped in the third, Canelo had already caught his timing.
Niggas cannot. Okay, I just want to say this, man. Niggas cannot catch a break with Canelo, right? If they don't, right, do the Amir Khan shit and just try to knock this nigga out instantly, it's a fucking problem. But here's the thing, though. Here's my issue with that. You see what happened to Amir Khan. Do I think he wanted to get knocked out? Hell no. But at the same time, he was throwing them motherfuckers. He was throwing them. There was plenty of times where he could have got clipped and got out of there because he was throwing them
But
overhand.
Amir's speed and his jab, as well as
Okay.
he had faster feet than Canelo. That was
Okay.
frustrating Canelo.
But
He was
what
beating
happened though?
Canelo to the punch, darting in and darting out
What
before
happened?
Canelo could land.
What happened to Amir though? That's my point. What happened to
He
Amir at the
got
end of
timed, clocked, and
Mm.
slept.
So
Man, listen,
it's like
listen,
no, hold
listen,
on,
Canelo.
because it's like this. If you don't do, because everybody always brings up, oh well, how come Amir Khan, he was coming up from the lower weight class? All right, that nigga Amir Khan is a part of one of the worst knockouts ever. Like, dude got uppercut
He got
out,
slept.
bro. Amir Khan, he
Was
was
sleep.
done. He was done at that moment. He knew he fucked up. All right. he was
That
out of
glass
there.
jaw. Yeah,
You
that
know who
glass
can
jaw Joe.
no.
A Bill
You
Con
know,
glass jaw
hey,
Joe. So
guess
that
who
shit
That
don't
shit
even
with
count.
you.
wait. Guess who Canelo said hit him the hardest? Guess who Canelo said hit him the hardest?
James Kirkland.
What happened to James Kirkland?
He knocked
slapped
him
him.
out.
All right. So it's like, bro,
That was
and we
then.
all
What he
know
doing
And
now?
shit,
What
James
Canelo doing
Kirkland
now?
could punch, bro.
Big J, can
I
I
ain't
say
gonna
something
say
real
it
quick?
like James Kirkland wasn't no couldn't punch. James
No.
was punching,
I'm
bro.
not saying that. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying though, look, when you try to go in there and you have that mindset to try to knock that nigga Canelo out, it always ends up bad, bro. It always ends up bad. What
Man,
did they
listen.
say? They
Canelo,
said the
everybody
perfect
Canelo
game
fighting
plan
stand
is.
flat footed,
They
man.
said the
Let's keep it
perfect game
real.
plan, bro. I'm just keeping it real with you. I don't think
You
Edgar
don't
could
beat.
finish.
I feel like you don't beat Canelo in a straight up fight. You have to outbox Canelo. You
Hey,
outbox Canelo, frustrate him, and then beat the fight out of him.
let me tell you
Because
this.
go
I
ahead.
think Canelo. No, go. You go ahead. You go ahead.
No, I was just
Well,
saying because when we looked at the Bivol fight, Bivol took a page out of the Amir Khan book and actually circled him out and jabbed all night long.
But
Every
he's
time
way
Canelo
bigger
turned, he
than
turned into a
Canelo.
jab.
But he's
Ain't
way
got to
big.
do it.
Okay,
He
but
ain't got to be. Then they got to do
But
it way bigger than Canelo. If you look at the
bro,
style of fighter that he fought, the
Bivol.
way
No,
he
no,
fought
no, no,
Canelo,
no,
the
but
way
the
no,
he
thing
fought
of it
no,
Canelo,
was
no.
he
hold
fought
on.
it
The
smart,
thing
G.
of it was
He fought it
No.
smart.
okay.
anytime
Can I
that
say something?
Let me tell you, bro. Dimitri Bivol, that's his style, right? He was gonna beat Canelo, Sergey Kovalev, right? I truly believe if Sergey Kovalev would have had a little more oomph on his jab and then threw a little more right hands, he would have beaten Canelo because on that scorecard until he got knocked out, and that was not even the best Kovalev. That was Kovalev that got beaten by Elver Alvarez and got
make
whooped
him
by Andre
hold a
Ward.
jab, he would hurry up and beat him.
Hey,
But
hey,
a lot of these guys don't have the
if
active jab
Okay,
like that,
okay.
and they don't. A lot of these guys don't have the strength to kind of tie him up and not
no,
fight inside.
Canelo is a pit bull, bro. He's a
He
pit bull.
is.
And
Man, listen. Canelo.
Okay. Can I say something real
Hold on,
quick?
hold on,
Cause
hold
go
on, hold
ahead,
on.
I've
go
been
ahead,
waiting.
go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
Go ahead, G.
My thing about Canelo is this. Canelo, what, the last 4 or 5 fights? Is his last knockout?
Man, that nigga had
No, he
last
hasn't
five
had a
people.
fight since
I ain't.
2021.
He stopped Jaime. He stopped Jaime at 11. But I would have said
No,
I ain't
he
gonna lie. I
didn't.
probably would have
No,
took
he
the
did not.
over.
It was the distance.
He didn't knock him out. It went the distance.
It was the distance.
Yeah, I know. It would have. It would have. No, he dropped him in 11. I said
I
No,
don't,
he
I
would
don't,
have.
I
no, he
don't,
did
I
not.
don't think he carried. Look. Here's
He
the thing
only
about
dropped me one
Canelo.
time, Cam. He ain't dropped him but twice. He didn't drop
He
him
only
twice. He dropped
dropped
me
him
one
one
time.
time. He
Oh,
only
He
dropped him one
carried
time.
Jaime, bro, just like
No,
he carried
no,
Edgar.
no. He's
Yeah.
not carrying nobody, bro. No.
Yes, he is, man. Canelo,
No,
man,
he's
come on, man.
not,
Stop,
bro.
G.
No, he's not.
Stop,
I
G.
don't believe that, bro. I
Listen,
don't believe
oh,
if
that.
you look at,
okay.
hold
Let
on,
me ask you
hold on.
this. Let me ask you this, Big J. Let me ask you this then.
No,
You say you don't believe that though, but
no.
when Canelo had man, okay. Let me ask you this: when you got a man knocked down, you go for the blood, right?
Yes.
He didn't go for the blood, bro.
Bro, how
Well,
long is and
in
that's
that
true.
instance, it was a flash knockdown to me, and I didn't think Edgar was
He wasn't
really
hurt.
that hurt.
He,
Let me
he,
tell you
he
something. Let me
wasn't
tell
hurt.
you something that was on the line on that fight with Edgar, right? Puerto Rico versus Mexico, bro. Canelo, did y'all not? Okay, like look, like the homie. Okay, I can see why. Them shots that Canelo was throwing at Edgar, bro. You can't tell me. I heard every single fucking punch. You can't tell, bro. He just didn't get Edgar out of there, bro. That's the only thing he didn't do.
Man, stop.
No,
Okay, then let me say this.
Look,
bro.
hold on,
Let
hold
me
on,
say
hold on,
this.
hold
Let me
on,
say this.
Goose, let me say that, please, sir. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
sum it all up. Look how they did at the end of the fight. They were
No
laughing.
what?
At the
No
end of the
what?
fight, hold on, hear me out, Jay. At the end of the fight, they laughing like, yes, we did this shit. Man, if that man really wanted to put Edgar out, he could have put him out. He carried that
No,
fight.
bro. No,
He
he
carried
didn't.
that fight. Jay, stop, man. He carried that
I
man.
think he's starting to slow down.
He
I think
ain't
he's starting
slowing.
to
He
slow
carried that
down.
fight.
He
Listen,
slowed down.
Edgar,
He
if you look
slowed
at Edgar the
down.
whole fight, he didn't throw his jab like his. He paused with that jab. He let the jab stay out there.
What are you
He didn't
talking
throw.
about?
Yes, go back and look at the fight.
No.
He used
Bro,
that jab as a fight. Listen, Jay, go
look.
back and look at that
Let me
fight.
ask you a question.
Go
Was he
ahead.
carrying Daniel Jacobs? Was he carrying Daniel Jacobs a couple years ago? No,
Man, that
nigga, he
man
couldn't get
can't.
him out of there, bro.
Listen,
No.
stop, Jay. Look at that fight
This is what I am
Berlanga
gonna
did
tell
with
you. Hold
Canelo.
on. Let me say this though. This is my opinion. I think if Berlanga would have fought Canelo like he did the 19th, the 10th, 11th, and 12th rounds, going toe to toe with him, putting a little pressure on him, I think that would have been a better fight than what we seen at the first 4 or 5 rounds.
Right.
Man,
If he would have fought like
Some
the last rounds, some championship rounds at the beginning of the fight, oh, it'd have been a problem.
Canelo, look, I say it like this. Canelo did
Hey, come in and mute your
not
mic if you got words in the
Mute
background,
up.
y'all.
Canelo did not. This is just how I look at it, right? I could see why some of y'all might say that because of the skill level that and how great. Like I think we gotta take out how great Canelo is, and just basically because like, bro, first of all, Canelo was kind of marked up after the fight, and second of all, Canelo looked like he was tired as hell. And Canelo has stamina issues, man. He's been having stamina issues for a long time, man. And this boxing shit, right? Like he's been doing it since he was 15 pro or some shit like that. 2005 is 2024. I mean, he's kind of like in that LeBron phase. Like he's kind of gonna start slowing down. Yeah, he's still great. He may not be able to knock you out like how he was able to do with Billy Joe Saunders, Amir Khan. He ain't gonna. That's how I look at it. I feel like he's just slowing down, right? I feel like he's still good. He's still good enough to beat your ass for 12 rounds, but he's slowing down, and
You all right, Colin?
he don't have that same. He
Okay.
don't have that same effort. He the most effort. I just feel like it's not enough to just be not because he's not even a natural 168-pound dude. So it's like not enough to be hurting these dudes at 168 no more. Not to get them out of there. I don't think, especially if it's not your natural weight class. I don't think so. And I mean,
That's the thing. Berlanga is not. I don't think Berlanga's a natural 168 pounder. He's a natural. He's a
and you
natural
think
light
Canelo,
heavy.
but you think Canelo was carrying him instead of not?
Yes. He
No,
watched that man for
no,
12 rounds, bro. Like if
no.
we honestly give him, I mean honestly, it was 10-2.
It was to me. It was 9-3, and look, I thought it was just competitive. I just thought Canelo couldn't get him out of there.
What's the
Which
last one?
rounds? Which rounds did you give Berlanga?
I gave Canelo. I mean, I gave Berlanga the first round, and sorry, I gave Canelo. I mean, I gave Berlanga the first round and the 11th and 12th round. That's what I gave him. That's how I had it. Because those are the rounds where, like in the first round, he was popping his jab out there, and he was using his jab, and Canelo wasn't throwing shit. And then in the last 2 rounds, I thought he was kind of getting under Canelo's skin. And I thought, I mean, he did land some shots on Canelo. And to say that he
Yeah,
didn't
that's what I
get
was
no
saying. He did land
respect,
some nice ones.
to say he didn't get no respect from I mean, as great as Canelo's chin is, man, to say he didn't get no respect and he was just carrying Berlanga, that's just disrespect to me, to what Berlanga did. Because while, yes, he didn't win, it wasn't like Canelo just beat his ass all 12 rounds and Berlanga didn't have no moments. There was some times, man, or I was like, oh, bro, you know what I'm saying? And did I have Canelo winning? Yes, I'll say that. But to say Canelo just carried Berlanga is crazy work to me. That's crazy.
Beating a nigga 10-2. That
That's not
definitely sounds
carrying,
like
bro.
successful moments. That's
No.
successful moments, but he didn't do enough to win
But
the round.
what the scorecards is not saying is how some of them rounds was really kind of competitive a little bit, and how Berlanga was throwing and getting the respect of Canelo. Canelo was just, he was winning those rounds.
Like,
Hey,
but
hey,
when
let
when
me let me
Go
let
ahead.
me go ahead and say
when he
this
was
real
getting
quick.
pushed to the ropes.
Go ahead.
Okay, check this out. This is how I feel. First of all, I don't believe that he was carrying him at all, because once he knocked him down, he stepped to him and he got tired after trying to knock him back down again. He tried to knock
Yeah.
him out. You see what I'm saying? And
Right.
so that's a fact right there. He did try to knock. He did go for the knockout,
He
but he couldn't
did.
knock him out. And he was hitting it with. Hold on, Mr. Golden. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me finish, please. And
Go ahead.
he was throwing some very powerful shots, power punches on his ass, and he couldn't knock him out. So he tried to do it again in the latter in the rounds. He tried to knock him out again when he caught him with a good punch, and he stumbled him a little bit. You see what I'm saying? But no, he did try to go for the knockout. He just couldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
That's how I. Thank you, man. It's like
That man
there's
carried
nothing
it, man.
wrong with that. He's at that.
he
He's like
didn't
that.
carry him. He didn't
Bro,
carry him. He went for the
there's
knockout, bro. He
nothing
could
wrong,
not get
bro.
the knockout.
Look. Canelo, there was gonna be a day where Canelo, like, this is not like a bad Canelo I'm watching. This is still this Canelo beats 95% of the super middleweight division still.
Yeah, he's
I'm
still
just
good, most
saying,
definitely.
he's like at that LeBron stage, bro. He's just slowing down. He's been doing this shit since he was a teenager, bro. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? At a high level. At a
stop
high
making
level.
excuses for Canelo, man.
No, dude, they just said last night that this man was third most title matches of all time in boxing history, right? Like, come on, man. This shit had to have some wear and tear on him. This shit had to have some. And again, this Canelo is still a beast.
If you would have gave him, the only rounds you could have potentially gave him, I would have gave him the fourth round. After he got knocked down, he came back out fighting in the fourth.
Okay.
Canelo took the fourth off.
Okay.
And then I'd have gave him the 10th.
Why did he take the fourth off, Cam? You don't think
He
he was tired?
gassed.
Yeah,
He
exactly, man.
definitely gassed.
He was trying to knock him out, bro, and
He
he got
definitely
tired from
gassed.
it.
But what I saw
Yeah.
was when he stepped up his level and started pushing the pace on Edgar, Edgar couldn't keep up with him.
But
Like
what was Edgar doing though?
he was fucking. It was a while. The thing of it was I started watching Canelo push the gas. When he started pushing the gas, and you can tell when he is starting to go for the knockout. Once he starts hitting you with the quick head movement, you know what I'm saying, bobbing and weaving, ducking in and out around. He's looking for the angle. He's looking for the power shot. He's looking to knock you out.
Okay.
When he started letting his hands go and start actually moving, there was nothing Edgar could do. He was trying to throw, but he couldn't hit him because Canelo actually caught his timing. So it was like there was nothing that he could do. He was just taking shots. Like he was like, man, this guy's everywhere. Everything I do, there's nothing I can do. He ain't seen
Let
it.
me, and I want to say this about Canelo. I want to say this about Canelo, right? Because I know, like, there was like 3 or 4, there's a couple dudes that asked me, where do you think Canelo goes after this fight? I think he tries to get the winner of Better Biev and Bivol, and then he gets bit. He's gonna, if he loses, he goes after Benavidez and retires, bro. That's how I look at it. I don't see Bud in the future, honestly. I just don't think it. And the disrespect that the UFC did calling that nigga Kendrick Lamar was insane. But
That was a joke, man. That was a joke.
That was disrespectful as hell, bro. Calling that nigga Kendrick was wild. I was like, what?
Man, that was a joke. They did that shit just to get attention.
Hey,
What happened? Hold on. What happened?
Hey, so look, when Bo was at the UFC, you didn't see that? So when Bo was at the UFC fights, right? When they showed the celebrity people there? Bud posted on his story, Bud's face in Turkey, like they was talking and put him on the screen. They put Bud as Kendrick Lamar and put him as a Grammy Award winner singer. And Dana White said, well, Kendrick does look like Bud. I was like, oh hell no. And they was calling Bud Kendrick Lamar. Like, you know what
Get
I'm
the
saying?
fuck out of here.
Yeah, they was
Okay, since we switching up, I'm done talking about. I don't even want to talk about that. Okay, this is the topic of the story, y'all. Let's talk about it. I put it out here. I put it out here about a year ago. You call him. You call his name out. He stepped to Rowley. He stepped to Rowley. He stepped to goddamn what's my boy Blair Cobb. He stepped to
Danny Garcia.
David Benavidez, Danny Garcia, Hank Lundy, Derry John. Say his name wrong and he's coming for you. So once again, Teofemo. You need to keep that man's name out of your mouth or come up to 154 and get that ass kicked.
Can I ask you a question, Gooch? Because somebody trying to put this in my ear. Do you think Teofemo is trying to do what Bud is trying to do with Canelo? Do you really fault Teo for that?
Do I fault him?
Trying to do like, can you really get mad at Teo?
No, I'm not. Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm talking about the people getting mad at Teo, can you really get mad at Teo if Bud is doing the exact same thing with Canelo?
It's posturing. It's posturing. It's a form of clout chase, if you will. This man is one of the hottest boxers in the world right now. His
Okay.
name is everywhere. It's on all the YouTube platforms. It's all in the media, mainstream, etc. So it's like, why not attach yourself to this guy real quick and see if you could get you a little notoriety out the situation as well, and build on your
Okay.
star and your platform too.
Damn, no,
Okay.
it's different.
Okay.
Hold on, let me say
So
right quick. It's different.
do we see Tio stepping up to 154?
Yes,
Fuck
I see him.
no.
I don't see him. I don't see him ducking no smoke. You know.
Hey,
Because
Cam.
the Sheik said he want to see it.
Hey, that's an easy payday for Bud.
Hey, Cam. Let me say this here, y'all. It's a different what Bud doing. It's a different what Tio doing. Bud and
what's the
disrespect.
difference? What's the
Listen, Bud
difference?
and disrespect Canelo the way Tio know
Did
and
you
Ryan out
see?
here disrespecting
That's
Bud.
Did
true.
you see what Bud said
It's a
at the?
different.
What, did you see
Hold on.
what?
Listen, Jay. Jay, listen. It's a different.
Okay,
You don't see Bud cussing the man out saying all kinds of derogatory shit there, like Tio and them saying that shit. They taking a kick to another level. That's why Bud had to check his ass to put him in place. I'm not nothing to play
okay.
with.
All right, and I understand that, right? And I get that, but it's like, and you're right, because Bud is not actually just disrespecting Canelo, but what he is doing is like at the UFC fights, like put me in the game, coach. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's
he let
like,
you know. He let you know he was
it's
beating
like,
his ass.
it's like Teo keeps bringing up Bud, like how Bud is bringing up Canelo. It's like
But
they both trying to do the same thing.
but Jay,
They-
it's the way that you do it though. It's
And
the
I
way that you
get
do
that.
it.
I get that. But
That's
this
it.
is boxing. This is boxing. This is how shit
Regardless
goes.
of what is boxing, that is
This
boxing.
boxing.
But
That's
you
how
still
shit
gotta have
goes.
respect. You
That's
still
how
gotta
shit
have
goes.
respect because Jay,
That's
listen,
history, bro. That's
but Jay,
history.
but
That's
Jay,
how
listen,
that's bro. That's
regardless
history,
of whether
man.
it's fiction or not, you gotta look at it like this and have my brother. You can't disrespect a grown man and say all
Hey,
kinds of stuff. 'Cause
hey,
everybody ain't gonna take that disrespectful shit, dog.
and I
Everybody
get
ain't gonna
that.
take that.
And I get that. And you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. But what I am saying is the ways
That's
are
why Bud
different.
stepped
Yes,
in. That's
Let
why
me
Bud
ask y'all
stepped
a
in like
but
he
question.
did.
but
Let me ask y'all a
but
question. Let
what's
me ask
good?
y'all a question right quick. Hold up. Let me ask y'all a question.
What's
Who's
good?
the number one pound for pound fighter in the world right now?
You said what?
Who is the number one pound for
Bud,
pound fighter in the
Bud.
world right now?
It's either Bud or Usyk for me. That's how I got it.
Right. I have it that way as well.
Yeah.
Now,
And in a way,
if you're the
if you
number
think about
one,
it, in a way, it makes me kind
hold
of want
on. I'm not talking about him because he fights in the lower weight classes and he don't count.
to. Okay. All right. Well,
If
if we're
you are
not
the
counting,
number one pound for pound fighter in the world, people are gonna call you out. It's part of it.
that's what I'm saying.
You're supposed to
But
call him out.
it's
They,
the way how you
Now,
feel about
here's the
though.
thing,
that's
though.
the
Here's the
history,
thing,
though,
though.
Mr.
Here's the
Golden.
thing, though. Everybody ain't gonna call you out the way you think they should call you out, but they
Right?
are
That's
gonna
true.
call you out. But
But
they
they're
are
gonna
gonna
call
call you out.
also you now and in this day and time you can't disrespect a man and call a man a bitch ass nigga, push him up all that
Bro,
shit.
Sure.
Mr.
But
Everybody
here's
gonna
the
Golden,
take
that's
thing,
that.
how it
though. But
goes.
here's the thing, though. But
They
here's the
gonna take
thing.
that.
You call that man out, and he
Yeah,
don't like the way you call him out.
and
You
that's why
can't
Bud
be
stepped
mad.
in.
You can't be mad. Hold on. Hold on. You can't be mad at how that man responds to you. Can't be mad at that.
That's why
Exactly.
Bud stepped in. Bud stepped in like he did, let he know he ain't nothing to play with. Don't play with me
And
like
you
that.
100%. Hey, Mr. Golden, and you are not wrong. You are not wrong. Nobody's saying that. But what I'm saying is, this is not the first pound for pound boxer where a nigga done, or excuse my language, or where somebody try to press them. All right, like, you know what I'm saying? That's just how history goes, man. That's what comes with it, right?
Hey,
What day?
Golden,
What
Golden,
day?
Golden. Wasn't Oscar number one pound for pound when Floyd was calling him out?
Yep, but he didn't disrespect him like that. He didn't sit up there like that.
Shit. Floyd was
Okay.
very disrespectful.
What
Very
about old dude?
disrespectful.
What about old dude that fought? What about old dude that fought Mike Tyson in the streets? Right? That was give me the fight, give me fight. Dude that got his ass whooped in the streets by Mike Tyson. Right? He was the
You
fight.
tell
Well,
me,
Miss Green. Miss Blood
Yeah.
Green. Yeah, what about
That And that was way worse than what Teo was doing. That man was calling Mike Tyson. Yeah, he was disrespecting Tyson for years.
And what Tyson
Years.
did? What Tyson did? Bust him up in the streets. He busted
But
his
he
ass
also
up in the street and beat him in the ring.
but he also got him in the ring too though. I mean, I get it, that was
But you
after,
can't
but
be. But that's what we saying, youngster. But that's what we saying. That's what I'm saying. You can call a man out any way you want to. I'm not mad at Tio for calling Bud out.
But listen,
But in the same token, on the same token,
Hold
Tio
on, let me
can't
say
be
something.
mad.
Let me say something real quick.
Go ahead,
Here's
bro.
my thing. Hey, somebody, y'all mute your mics real quick, cause I'm hearing something. Okay, here's my thing. With Tio doing what he doing to get at Bud, to get under Bud's skin, he got that blueprint. He got the blueprint. He knows
Right.
how to get under Bud's skin. If you
Right.
really want to fight me, come up to 154 and we can get that. Because you, like I said, Bud don't duck smoke. And it'd be a shame for Tio to go up there and be like, I sent Bud the contract, or you know what I'm saying? That works. We do know Bud want Canelo though. And I'm gonna go here. They asked Canelo, what's next? Canelo say he chilling. Canelo, me personally, I know what Bud is doing. I know that'd be the big fight. I know that'd be a big fight. But look in here, brother. I don't think that should be the next fight.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think if it happens, it's gotta happen within the next 6 months to a year. If it doesn't happen in the next 6 months to a year, it ain't gonna happen.
Gooch, I'm gonna say this to him. It's different between Bud and Tio. Bud will fight. Tio does clout chasing. They tell
how you
Tio to
know
come
that?
fight
How do
Bud
you
right
know
now.
that?
Tio
How
gonna
do you
back
know
out.
that?
He gonna back out, man. He gonna back out.
How you gonna say that? How can you say that when neither one of them got neither one of them got the contract? So how can you say that? Bud
Man,
has
Tio
got a contract
look
for Canelo.
here. If Tio was to say, if Tio was for real, he'd have been moved up to 154.
I can't do what
Let's
is,
kill it.
Mr. Goldie.
Let's kill it. Let's kill it. He talking about Bud coming out of 147. He can go to
I can't
And
154.
do
here's
what
the
is,
thing.
Come
Mr.
on, man.
Goldie.
And here's the thing, bro. You gotta remember this. You gotta remember this. T.O. can't send Bud a contract. T.O.'s not the A side in the deal. T.O. can't send
Right.
Bud shit.
Right.
Bud got to send the contract. But here's the
Yeah.
thing too. One thing I don't like, and like now getting at what Mr. Golden is saying though. Tio and them, all these niggas is telling Bud, just like Blair Cobbs did this the last week when we interviewed him. Y'all want him to come down to 147. No. We done with that weight class. We did what we had to do. Come up to 154, like I told Blair. Go up to 154 and do what you gotta do. That's all. Now, like I'm telling Bud, okay, because Canelo, unless we talking about he's about to get that 150 million, that's only how I'm seeing that fight being next. And then I'm seeing one of them riding off in the sunset. So basically, me personally, if that's the next fight, damn. Because I want to see more, but I really want to see Bud conquer 154, then move up. That's what I really,
It's
But
not just come up to 54, bro. It's come up to 54 and do something. Beat somebody. Then we'll talk.
And dominate. I understand that. Right.
Come up here and do something. Don't just come up here. Come up here and fight somebody. Do something, and then we can talk.
And that's what I want to see. And then like, okay, so we got Fedor in them next. I'm hearing 50-50 shits on this. Is that fight gonna happen? Who knows? But it need to, because simple fact of the matter.
What's supposed to happen, if they say is going to happen, is that Fundora is going to fight Crawford because he doesn't want to give up that WBO title. That's what they're saying.
Right.
But actions speak louder than words, because Fundora, no matter what we want to say, Fundora is the champion. Fundora has the 2 belts. Bud has 1. So
Right.
Fundora's people would have to send the contract.
Okay.
That's the obligation. No contract of the WBO mandate that fight. Bud is really the A side, regardless of whether he got the belt or not.
Right, because he's super champion. He is super champion of the WBO.
That's what I say. If it go to Perchwood, Bud would get the majority.
Bud is the A side because he's the more known fighter. He's more known than Fundora. That was what makes him the A side.
And plus he's the super champion. Now, from what my co-host is going with, Cam, who stepped off for a second, I'm hoping I can quote him right. What he's going with is they're gonna go the Al Heyman way. Meaning drop the WBO, fight Earl for the WBC.
That's what's gonna happen, man. Y'all don't see the play, man. Al Heyman cannot afford for Bud to get his hand on the IBF or the WBA belt. Because
and the WBC, because I feel me personally, I feel the WBC should be up on the line too.
I mean the WBC, he got the WBA already.
He got the WBA. Fedora got the WBC and the WBO.
Why do you think they're making that play for Tim Tszyu to try to get the IBF title? So it could be over the PBC side. Because if Bud will go over there and fought my man, because Bud was going after the IBF next. And he would have had 2 belts. Actually, after he'd have had 3, because Fundora was going to drop that WBO. The only belt left was the WBC. Al Heyman can't take a lick like he did. Al Heyman can't take a lick.
That's why Fundora backed off his statement. That's why Fundora said he is going to fight Bud. That's why he didn't want the Earl fight. Because he doesn't want to give up that belt.
Listen, Al Heyman can't take another lick like he did in the WBC in 147. Lose all the titles. He can't take that hit. He can't
Not
take
to one man. Not to one man.
He can't take that hit right now at 154. And Bud got all the titles. His fighters ain't got nothing. He don't have no stronghold on nothing. Right now.
But here's the question though. But here's the thing. Y'all acting like it's an automatic given that Tim Tszyu is gonna beat Mertis Aliev. I don't know that.
No, we don't. But I'm saying, why you think Tim Tszyu pull out 2 fights? He can't fight now. All of a sudden he can fight again.
Well, no, Golden. That's bullshit. No, he was gonna fight. He was gonna fight Virgil, but his cut was not healed yet. He couldn't spar. Okay. They wouldn't let him spar, so he had to pull out of that.
That was in August.
His cut is healed now.
Hold on.
That's why he's going for the other belt.
Listen, he was going to fight him in August. Okay, turn around September, October. He fighting in October. Come on, man. If it wasn't healed, then it ain't healed now.
No, that's bullshit. You know that. Come on, man. Stop with that shit. You know goddamn well that cut wasn't healed in August. By September, October, that cut is fully healed. Now he can spar. Now he gonna fight. Come on, man. Cut that shit. Don't be like the rest of them niggas. Don't be like them. Don't be like them, bro.
Y'all don't see the play of that, man?
Don't be like them.
Y'all don't see the play?
Hold on. Let me say something about Al, bro. Al about to retire and give it to the white dude, man. He about to pass the torch and take be in the backgrounds making money. He ain't gonna be the front man no more. That's what Al's trying to do right now. Al got somebody else that he gonna put up. Am I right? Isn't that that's the words of the grapevine? So I don't think Al really gives a fuck. He gonna let somebody else make those decisions, and he gonna be telling the person probably what to do here and there.
Okay, get Papa.
What?
All right, man, them boys ain't got nothing. Them boys ain't got nothing. You know, it's just the whole thing right now is a mess. Like I said,
I don't know.
What other in 160? Who got the belts in 160?
I don't know.
The dude over here at Top Rank. What's the dude name at Top Rank? The 160-pound guy.
Eubanks got one?
No, Eubanks ain't got one. No, it's the guy at 160, the Russian guy.
Hold on, let me go. Damn,
Laura got a belt, right? Laura got a belt.
Laura has the WBA. Laura has the WBA belt.
He was the WBA.
Yeah, Laura got one. Definitely.
And the guy from Top Rank got one. He got the WBO.
Okay, who got other players?
Yeah, he's Canelo's friend, right? Canelo's boy, right?
No.
Oh,
The
not
Russian
Canelo.
dude.
The other dude. He's a Majinov's friend, right? Him and
Yeah,
Majinov.
they from the same country.
Yeah,
They're from the same country.
yeah. That's what I was trying to say. My bad. Lomachenko and them.
No. He's not from the Ukraine. He's from somewhere else. He's from Kazakhstan. He's from Kazakhstan. And then the boy Carlos Adames got the other one. He got the WBC.
Carlos Adonis.
Okay.
Yeah, Carlos Adonis got one. But see, Carlos Adonis, he been in the ring with Bud, so he know what it is, man.
So how many PBC fighters got a belt in 160?
Carlos Adames
And
Lara.
Okay. Did you see that Shakur Stevenson interview today?
Nah. Shakur's out of the mix. I ain't checking for Shakur. He's out of the mix right now. He won't be ready till March.
Man, that's crazy. I had to make a phone call and come on back, man. Everybody gone. Where everybody go? Where Big J and them go?
I don't know. People fall off. Yeah.
He said, I don't know shit.
I'm still cooking.
Yeah, that's good.
So
though. That's what's up.
But okay, so because this was something else. Me and Pop. Now I did need Big J to come on for this because me and Pop on his show earlier, we got to talking about, okay, so y'all know those who've been messing with It's Boxing News, y'all go back on my channel, y'all will see how we did the interview with So Cold. Y'all also will see the episode where we've been chasing So Cold. I mean, been chasing Edgar Berlanga. I keep hearing we need to get So Cold off from up under Terence a little bit to see what he can really do. If we want to see him do his due. Me personally, if that would have been the fight last night, if he would have fought Berlanga last night, Berlanga, you're in trouble, bro.
Yeah, but that's not. Hold on, that's not Terence Bud Crawford's fault that shit's happened like that.
No. I'm talking
about how you were saying what the people are saying about Terence.
Well, no, I'm saying what people were saying though. No, it's not.
I know
Wait a minute. Y'all didn't gain no respect for Berlanga after last night, man.
Who?
I mean, look. No, we all know that Berlanga was going to be able to hang in there. I thought he was going to be able to hang in there. That's why I said Canelo going to go in there with a little chip on his shoulder. Am I right, Goose? Didn't I say that? I've been saying that, right? He going to go in there and try to knock that man out, but he couldn't.
Man, Berlanga fought like a dog last night. He just didn't have the skill to pull it off. But that man fought like a dog. He showed heart last night.
That man showed heart. That's the shit that pisses me off. Everybody saying this man has showed heart. Okay, he went in and laid the egg to me. He was scared to fight this motherfucker. But everybody want to criticize Bud. Everybody want to criticize Bud because he went and did with Master Mall.
No, come on, man. Come on, man. If you want to say somebody was scared, you got to say Charlo was scared. Charlo was fucking scared.
Berlanga was scared. Look at the man fought. That man stayed in the corner more than anything. He backed himself in that corner. He barely threw the jab. He fought with that jab.
At least he fought back. Charlo didn't even fucking fight back. Charlo fucking ran.
Okay. Here's my thinking, because I'm half-assed with Mr. Golden on that. Like I said, the last couple of rounds after Berlanga, when that Berlanga, what's your name, asked him, "Are you awake? Do you want to fight?"
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
The man got
we didn't see that part.
Did you watch the fight?
That's what I'm saying. It was his corner. Hold on. His corner asked Berlanga, "Are you awake?" Was that 8th or 9th? Was 7th or 8th round? They said, go back. And he said in the corner, his corner asked him, "Are you awake? Do you want to fight?"
They wanted him to put more output. Yeah, that's why they said, because he wasn't doing enough output.
That man wasn't doing
Thank you.
That man was scared.
And then after that, that's what I'm saying. Hold on, Mr. Golden. Hold on, Mr. Golden, because then after that, that's when I seen, like I said, like the championship rounds, he tried to put it on, he tried to do some shit.
But if he would have did that at the beginning, it would have been a contender.
He was too scared to do that, Gooch. The man fought scared. After he felt Canelo power, he got gunshot. The man was not throwing no punches like that. The man was not. The man was throwing punches.
Man, look.
Everybody was there like, oh, he got my respect. He got this, he got that. Come on, man. Canelo carried that man. Canelo really
he didn't listen. He did not carry him, bro. He did not carry. Canelo did not carry him. Canelo went for the knockout, bro. You don't carry somebody. You try to go for the knockout, bro.
Man, listen. I don't know what y'all been looking at last night, bro. That man was scared. That man was scared. Go back and watch that.
How was it? Listen. I'm gonna say this, Mr. Golden, and this is for everybody on the panel. How was Canelo? I mean, how was Berlanga scared when Berlanga? When he got knocked down, he slammed his fist together like, come on. He's like, God damn it, he got me. That ain't scared, bro. That is, hold on, fam. That is not somebody that's scared.
Blue.
Listen, I'm not trying to take up. Listen, I have no dog in that fight right there. But I'm not gonna sit there and Mr. Golden, he wasn't scared, bro. He wasn't.
Hold on. Let me ask you this then, Blue. Have you ever seen Berlanga fight like that? On his back foot? You seen him always going in, not trying to knock somebody's head off their fucking shoulder.
Well, he realized. Listen. I'm gonna say this. Hold on. Don't
he
like
did that. No. Because the Berlanga we seen. Let me say what I gotta say now, Phil. The Berlanga we seen do that came in the last couple rounds when they tried to, like Mr. Golden said, Canelo carried him.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he carried him because he wouldn't have went for that goal. Listen, when he got knocked down, he slammed. Listen. When he hold on, Big J, hold on. Let me say this real quick. When he knocked him down, bro, he slammed his motherfucking fist together a couple times.
Okay.
That is not a person that's scared. I don't care. Listen, I know when I've been in plenty of fights, bro. I've been in plenty of fights. Hold on, I've been in plenty of fights, man. You know what I'm saying? Where some shit has went down. And then you like, damn, this motherfucker caught me. I'm about to show this motherfucker.
I ain't gonna say he was scared. I ain't gonna say he was scared. But I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna say he was scared. But that wasn't the Berlanga that we saw fight.
Let me
listen. He realized right then that he couldn't do shit. So, but he still went in there with heart and didn't try to run though, like no motherfucker Gerard Charlo.
But here's the thing though. To say Canelo, all right, like. So like Gooch said, Berlanga is known for trying to go knock a nigga's head off his shoulders. That's what he just said.
He's a come forward fighter.
And that's true. But before the fight, though, what did Berlanga say though? Berlanga said he was going to try to show some more in his bag. And what did he say? He said he was going to show that he's not just a knockout puncher. He can actually have some skills in his bag. He was trying to do a bunch of shit. And it just didn't work against somebody like Canelo, bro.
And Big J.
Wait. To say the man got carried for 12 rounds is wild. And here's the thing. Yeah. It's not Canelo didn't look like, that shit just easy, man. I just, that was a walk in the park.
Hold on, Big J. Wasn't Berlanga was hitting him with that jab too.
Bro, he was popping that shit out there. He was popping that out there.
Dang, yes, he was, bro. He was doing that jab. What fight are y'all watching?
That man better do the jab.
What are you talking about?
Listen, he was
that jab. You ain't got to like the dude. I get it. You ain't got to like Alvarez. I get it. You ain't got to like Berlanga. I get it. But you got to give respect where respect is due, man. You got to do that.
Thank you. That's all I'm doing.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
The man fought, and he did not. He was not carried in that fight. I don't either. I don't even like Canelo, but he wasn't. He was not. He was not fucking carried in that fight. When Canelo tried to knock him out, and Berlanga really was trying to do something in that fight. Because when he slammed his fist together, that's what I was like, he really trying to.
Right.
He really in this fight.
Thing, though. He was frustrated, bro. He was like, man. I should have.
He's like, he caught me. He's like, he caught me.
He was like, damn. He wasn't like. He got right back up swinging at that nigga. He got right back up.
All that I got to say, y'all go back and watch the fight.
Now, he was talking about
Golden,
you know you my guy, Golden. Golden, you know you my guy. But if you want to talk about quitting and being a coward and running, That's Jamel Charlo all day. Jamel
Thank
Charlo
you. He
went out
did
like a
nothing
bitch.
like Jamal
I didn't say
Charlo.
that man quit.
Bro,
I
he
didn't
did
say hold on.
nothing
I
like
didn't say he
Jamel
quit.
Charlo, bro. He
I
wasn't
didn't
in
say
there
he
just for
quit
a
like
payday,
Charlo,
bro.
but the man was scared last night, dog. You
Hey,
look at that man.
hey, hey,
How
hey,
No.
many times? Hold on, hold on.
hey.
How
That
many
man
times
was
the
not
man could have
scared.
hit Canelo with that
That
jab?
My guy popping out
Man,
of smoke jumped in. I gotta hear what my guy. We was chopping it up earlier. Bob, what you thinking, Bob? Now that you chopped in, came. What you hearing, Bob?
What up, niggas? What's good, bro?
What's up,
What
Pop?
you
Good with
hearing
you,
out?
Pop.
So do you do? Okay. So the thing is, the debate right now is Canelo carry Berlanga.
Well, come on, man. We talked about this. First of all, they don't pull up to the channel and ain't gave my damn interview. So the hell with him. And he still sugar J till I get my goddamn interview. And I've been patient and nice and everything. You ain't got no you. I don't wait. You had 2 fights. I still ain't got no interview. Anyway, why y'all worry about that shit, man? Fight over with Edgar Berlanga, Canelo Alvarez. I mean, it was a decent fight. Did he carry him? I don't think so. I just think that Edgar Berlanga was a big motherfucker. They said he was 205 pounds when the damn fight started. Like, come on, man. Shit. That's a
Hey,
big dude, man.
and,
Like, I mean, Canelo dropped him with a.
Got me one. Hold on. I got me one. Already, I knew I was gonna catch me one today. I invited him. I told him, come on. I want to hear what y'all gotta say, but just
I
don't
mean,
type.
Canelo probably. That left hook he caught him with was like it was a solid knockdown, but I call it a flash knockdown. Edgar never saw that shit coming. He was looking for a
Yeah, it
jab.
was.
You know what I'm saying? Left hook came cross.
Yep.
Pow! Shit, man. That's why, but he was timid the whole fight. Lights a little bit bright. Canelo hit a little bit harder than he fucking thought.
but he wasn't scared
Bro,
like
I
how.
ain't never had a Mexican in I'm dead serious. Hold on, let me say something. I ain't never had a Mexican pull up on my channel yet, bro. I want one so we could just chop it up. Just don't come on with no bullshit. I ain't never had one. If I get a Canelo fan on here on my man, that'd be a blessing to me. So don't come on, don't do this one, fam. Don't do what we do. No, I don't. You ain't never been on this boxing. You ain't never tried to come on my
Yeah, we
panel.
were invited, but will you guys take off? Okay, so let me tell you, bro.
I
Ain't
don't
nobody
play the
gonna pull
race
that
card,
shit.
fam.
Hey,
I
hey,
played.
bro.
We played Bud. Hold on. Let me say this too, because this is where we was getting there earlier. But we came back to the Berlanga fight. Um, Big J, since you're on here now,
Yeah,
you are a man that I can truly say has sparred so-called Steve Nelson truly many of times.
right,
You are also the man who also when we interviewed y'all, you know what I'm saying, we was asking for the Berlanga fight then, right or wrong?
right. We
Okay, so
was
last night, the Berlanga you saw, what do you think the man who you sparred daily, not that multiple times, what do you think he would have done to Berlanga?
I think So beats him by unanimous decision. I think it's a back and forth fight. I think in the sense of I don't see Edgar really hurting So, but I see So using his activity and pressuring Berlanga. And if Berlanga does what Canelo does, which is like pressure, like how So can do, and trust me, I felt the pressure of So and I'm a heavyweight. I felt, hey, that pressure is suffocating. I mean, I see, and them uppercuts, I see him doing some big damage to Berlanga. I do. Do I see a knockout? I don't know. It could happen. Um, I think it's a great fight though. I definitely see that, and I definitely see So winning. Definitely see So winning. I really want to see So versus Diego Pacheco. I really want to see that fight. I want to.
Right.
I don't know. People underestimated Diego Pacheco, but Diego Pacheco is a dog, man, and I think that would be a good fight for So experience wise. Because one thing, no matter what you thought Canelo carried him, where you thought Canelo won, or Edgar tried or not, bro, Edgar got experience no matter what. He got IQ no matter what. He walked out that fight IQ. Jaime McGill walked out that fight IQ. They definitely stepped up with that IQ after that fight. I think Edgar's next fight, whoever he fights, is going to be a different Edgar Berlanga. I truly believe that. And he learned a lot from this Canelo fight. To me, it's like Edgar really won. You know what I'm saying? It's like Edgar really won. Like, the end of the day, okay, you want to say Canelo Canelo carried him. All right, that's cool. So Canelo was carrying him, but everybody was saying Canelo's gonna knock this nigga out. Like everybody was saying Canelo's gonna hurry up and beat Edgar. Everybody knew how big Edgar was. Everybody knew that. Everybody, I don't want to hear the little excuse. Oh, he was 205. I don't want to hear that shit because everybody was saying Canelo's just fighting Edgar Berlanga to get a knockout on his record because he hasn't had one in a minute. That's what everybody was saying. He was just using Edgar, and he was gonna dog walk Edgar. Which did he beat the shit out of Edgar? Yes, he didn't knock him out though. And Edgar didn't
Hold on.
go
Watch this.
down.
Watch this. Because they came on. So let me ask this. I'm switching everything up tonight. I'm just about to switch everything up because I knew they was coming. I want the chat to tell me who y'all got, Canelo or David Benavidez.
Oh, I got Canelo. I ain't even gonna lie.
Knew they was coming. Who did y'all got? Did y'all got the Mexican monster or did y'all got the old man?
I got
because
Canelo.
me personally, I think David might get him.
I got Canelo.
I got
It'd be
David.
a good one. It'd be a good one, but
Hey,
hey, Jay, I'll tell you this. Why I think that fight ain't happened yet is this. Go back and look at Oscar De La Hoya versus Julio Cesar Chavez, and I'll just leave it at that.
Ooh. Which fight? The first one?
Don't fucking matter. I'll whoop his ass both times.
Yeah, he did. Okay. All right. You know, I'm gonna go back and watch that, but I'm gonna say this.
I'm just saying, like, and I'll do it like this. You had the Pride of Mexico and Julio Cesar Chavez, and then you had the mixed breed, the Mutt and Oscar from East LA. The same way you got the Pride of Guadalajara, Canelo, Saul, and then you got the Mutt, the cokehead from Arizona. Tell me the difference, my nigga. Jay, tell me the difference. Tell me the difference right now, Jay. Tell me the difference.
You ain't lying. You
that's
are
all,
lying.
That's all I've been preaching. That's all I want to say. And I keep saying that man should leave PBC and go over there to he'll be the next. He's the next fucking golden boy if he would go over there. It's not Virgil. It's not fucking Ryan.
No.
It was never Canelo. No. It was never Jaime. If David go over there, he's the same as Oscar.
Oh, bro, it's the exact same. But let me say it like this, right? I think Canelo beats Edgar because.
You mean David? You already beat Edgar.
I mean, yeah, David. Yeah, I think Canelo beats David for the simple fact David got too many holes, man. And at the end of the day, it's like I don't know, man. I think I truly like Edgar. I mean, not Edgar. David fought Alexander Vostok. That's a good opponent for him. But boy, I don't know, man. I feel like Canelo would beat him to the body, but at the same time, though, I feel like David is a big motherfucker too. I feel like he might be a little bigger than Edgar. Honestly, he looks bigger than Edgar. So it's like I don't know. I just
want to see the fight, bro. I just want to see the fight, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna say this though: the fight's never gonna happen. We'll never get to see that fight. Well, I'll say that. Listen. And at this point, I'm okay with saying Canelo dunked David Benavidez and still become a great all-time fighter. I'm okay with it because I mean it's already too late. He's already a great all-time.
Look, check it out, y'all. There's a reason why Canelo hasn't fought David. You see what I'm saying? He knows that he's a threat. You see what I'm saying? And he knows he has a chance to actually beat him because he probably feels like, you know what I'm saying? It's a harder test. He's a little bit taller. You know, he knows he has heart. He knows he's going to come with the combination. He knows he's going to be real persistent. And it's going to be both of them because listen, Canelo's not a mover like that. You see what I'm saying? And David ain't no mover like that.
He has horrible feet.
You see what I'm saying? So they both going to come forward. And in that kind of sense, you can only sit there and do that head movement so much before somebody like Benavidez is gonna go to that body. I think he's gonna outwork Canelo, and Canelo knows that. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Can I answer this one? We got Jordan Lux. My guy said Canelo's the king of boxing. He destroys Benavidez, Bud, and Bivol
All
all in the
right,
same
hey,
night.
Gooch. This dude must be drunk, bro. Cause Biv
He's
already whooped his
trolling.
ass. Yeah, he's
That's what
trolling,
I'm
Gooch. He's
saying.
He's trolling,
trolling.
bro.
Yeah,
He's trolling. He's trolling,
yeah,
bro.
he's
He's trolling.
trolling, bro.
That's what
He's
I'm
trolling.
saying.
He's
Because
trolling,
I'm
bro.
like, Bivol, come on, bro.
Biv
Why?
already beat the
If
shit
that's the
out of
case,
him.
why haven't he
Mm-hmm.
fought? I didn't. No. I want this though because I like to. They think we all just like to hate on them, and you know what I'm saying. No, bro. That's why I invited you guys because I knew y'all was coming. I knew. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? I knew.
Bivol,
But Bivol, come on, bro. If that's the case, why didn't he challenge Bivol yet?
well,
Hey, here's the
Bivol
thing.
said, "Let's fight at 160. I'll come to your weight class and take your belt
Hey,
there."
but you know
Canelo said,
what
"Hell
though?
no."
No. Not only that, it wasn't that. The WBC, Mauricio Suleiman blocked him from doing that. So like if they was to have fought, it would be for no belts. Because the whole war shit that was going on. But but I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. Are we not gonna talk about how Canelo tried to cherry pick Dimitri Bivol and got his ass split for 12 rounds? We're not gonna talk. And then the crazy part was that scorecard for that fight. They still trying to make it seem like it was a close fight. Canelo probably only won like 3 rounds, bro. Like Bivol won that fight easy. Like
Yeah.
no, and 3 rounds is probably giving him too much credit. I ain't even gonna lie, but uh, Canelo, I'm cool with him not fighting David Benavidez at this point. I mean, he's at that stage where he don't really have to. You know what I'm saying? He don't got to. The fans want to see it, but it's like I said, he's at that LeBron phase where it's like at this point, Canelo fight whoever, bro. If you make the most money and like you ain't gotta really like, and you get fights like Edgar that's still like entertaining. You put on for the fans. That's cool, bro. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? That's
Big J,
cool.
let me ask you something real quick, fam.
What's good?
Uh, 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 I need to ask you this. So I feel like this. I feel like he's a legend and Bud's a legend. Now that's a fight I feel like no matter what he should take. You see what I'm saying? You feel like
No.
and hold on. Let me just finish this. Let me just go
All
ahead and
right.
talk on it just a little bit, and then I want you to give me a response, please, if you don't mind. You know what
All
I'm
right.
saying? And the reason why I'm saying this is because this Canelo says there's weight classes for a reason. He's directing that to Bud.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That makes sense. But if you're gonna stand on your 10 toes and say that, be willing to fight that man. Otherwise, just say, hey man, I don't want to fight him. There's no reason for even commenting and saying there's weight classes for a reason. You beat that
But what
man
did he say?
because that man, hold on, that man comes up, he came to your fight, he's been calling you out. You see what I'm saying? He's a pound for pound king. He's going up in weight. He is still winning and dominating. You see what I'm saying? We're talking about Bud right now. Undefeated. You see what I'm saying? And he's calling you out. I can see at first. If he was just saying, look, bro, there's weight classes for like not even that. If he was just saying basically like, look, I don't want to have that fight right now. He's not in my weight class. You see what I'm saying? Prove yourself. Go beat somebody at 160. He said some shit like that, and then I'll take the fight. Or he just said straight up, I just don't want to even do the fight because I feel like it's not worth it. It ain't gonna do nothing for me
He did say that at first. He
bro.
did say that.
Hold
He
on,
Hey,
said
bro.
listen
that
though,
last year.
real quick for everybody who, all you guys in the chat, that link right there, that's the fight between De La Hoya and Julio.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Canelo watches that every night before he goes to bed, and he's like, I don't know. Maybe he's seen that fight. Maybe he don't want to end up like that because as soon as Oscar whooped Julio, he became what?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're correct.
When he whooped him, bro, he went from golden boy to the golden boy. Oscar. They said his name different in every fucking thing.
I can dig it.
Look, man, both fights was entertaining too. It was just Julio got his ass whooped. All right.
But is Canelo willing and ready to pass that torch over to that dude?
He's not. That's why he's making excuses.
And to finish off that whole Bud statement, here's my thing with Canelo, right? And Bud, Canelo said this shit multiple times that he didn't want to fight, but we gonna keep asking him. So he's like, all right, it's not out of the it's not out of the. It's like you know what I'm saying. So now he's just saying. I feel like he's just saying, oh, it's not out of the. It's not like it can't happen just because he's just motherfuckers keep asking him that, bro. People keep asking him about Bud, but he went on air like right after Bud beat Arrow, and Bud went on and Bud was like, I want to fight Canelo. Well, about a month and a half later, like when he was getting ready for Charlo, he said he didn't want to fight Bud. He said that he was like I don't want to fight Bud. He said I don't see a fight with me and Bud ever happening. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
But hold on. You're right. He did say that, but he also said first, you know what I'm saying? He said, look, nah, he said, hold on. If I'm correct, he said he would entertain it, but then he said he had to make the money right. Then he said, no, I don't want that fight. You see
At
what I'm
first he
saying?
said no. At first he said no because right when Bud challenged him, he said no. He went on a podcast, said no, and then that's when he started entertaining the idea. After a while, I
Yeah, he said if
remember
the
him.
money's right.
After a while, though, he been said no. Though he said the. I remember, and people was because at this time we did a podcast about it. Everybody was saying Canelo was ducking smoke with Bud because you gotta remember, Bud was coming off that fire ass win with Errol Spence. So everybody thinking, like shit, like you just don't want that smoke with Bud for real. And everybody was going crazy because Canelo said no. And we did a podcast about that. We went live about that. And I remember that. I remember I got into an argument with AC and Mr. Golden about that shit because Canelo said no. And we played the clip. And we played it. You just have to go back and go. It was right after. It was like when Canelo was getting ready for Charlo. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember
You
that.
know what I'm saying? It's just like now. It's like we're gonna keep drawing this shit out, and it's like I don't think Canelo really owes anybody anything at this point. To be honest, like I mean, like I'm looking at it as from a business standpoint in the sense of, bro, I've had one hell of a career. Boxing is all I know. I'm healthy. If I could keep making more money and not, I mean, from a fan standpoint, we don't like this shit, but from his standpoint, I can see why he's doing it. You're making money, you're set for life. You keep making bread, keep marketing yourself. You know what I'm saying? And he's not fighting nobody like he's not fighting dudes that are on his level, yes, but he's fighting names though. Like we knew who Edgar Berlanga was, we knew who Charlo was. It's you know what I'm saying. So
That's
they're
why
gonna
I'm saying
sell.
what I'm saying, brother.
The Bud fight though, but the Bud fight, you know how much criticism he got for that shit. I'm pretty sure he don't wanna be his last fight to be with Bud, bro. And I kind of understand that. You know what I'm saying? Bud's popularity, it's, and I don't want to say it because look, as a fighter, he's pound for pound. Popularity, he's nowhere near on Canelo's level. Motherfucker, he went to the UFC. They called his ass Kendrick Lamar, bro. They couldn't even get the nigga's name right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like his he does not for us. We would think he would bring a lot of money in for Canelo, and that you might be right, but it's like that don't really do shit for Canelo at all. Like it really don't. Besides
So
being
hold on. If he beats him, listen. If he beats him, that would do something for him. Yes, it would.
how
Because
how
he's done so. Listen. This Berlanga fight didn't do shit for him.
okay, but listen though, right? How much credit? Like, look, all right, check this out.
He beat the pound for pound best fighter in the century. That will do something
Well,
for you.
first of all, I
He'll be
think
the
Bud
only
would.
person that
Well,
said he could do that. So
first of
that'll
all,
do
I
something
think
for him.
I would think Bud would beat Canelo, but here's the thing though. Let's just say Canelo does beat Bud, bro. No, it
Yeah, that's what
doesn't.
I'm saying.
For him, no, it doesn't, bro. No, it
See, you're
doesn't.
saying I beg to differ, and I'm trying to look at it from a fighter's point of view. Because I'm telling you, bro, he would be able to say,
No,
listen, he would be in the books. He would be in the books beating the pound for pound dude. He would be.
no,
Even though he took losses, he still would be. He would be
bro,
looked
no,
at differently.
no, he would not. He would not be
Why do you
looked at,
feel like
bro.
that?
Because
Why do
let
you
me
feel
tell
that?
you, bro, they're gonna say the
Yeah.
same shit that happened with Charlo with Bud, and they're gonna make it even worse. All right, they're gonna make it worse because Charlo's even smaller than. I mean, because Bud is smaller than Charlo. All right, Bud going all the way up. Right. Let's just say he loses to Canelo.
Hmm?
That does not do nothing for Canelo. It doesn't do shit for
I
him.
just think, okay, so in my personal opinion, I believe it would. And the reason why I'm saying this man has already got his hand casted. There's nobody in the fucking history of boxing that is still able to fight that has gotten their hand casted. I believe, and I'm just telling you from my
That
point of
is
view,
big facts.
I'm telling you from my point of view, Big J, it would make a difference. What it
Bro,
is Canelo. This is just my personal opinion. You see what I'm saying? So I think we all have our own personal opinions on how we feel. We don't know anything. We're both speculating right now. No matter what you say and how you feel, because I'm not putting no emotion in this. I'm just being honest with you, bro, brother. I'm saying just like this. We are both speculating regardless because we don't know what's going to happen until the fight happens. If the fight was to happen, and then we would be waiting for the reaction of the people. And I'm telling you, I believe that the reaction of the people, they would say something at first. They probably would say something at first, but then after that, after a while, he would get that recognition saying that he beat the best. He's the best fucking fighter in this world. He would probably be a GOAT. He's gonna be looked out better.
bro,
They probably gonna
no,
be like, I'm telling you right now, bro.
bro, they
This
gonna
is my
call him a
personal
win.
opinion.
All right,
It's
all right.
just my personal opinion. That's what you have to understand. That doesn't mean I'm right or wrong. Because I don't
We
know.
talk. We talking about who? Okay, hold on.
I'm saying, I was saying, we're talking. So like, I'm saying, like, well, so what I was trying to tell Blue Hustle was, I'm thinking like, if I'm Canelo, right? We already know
I
the
see what you're saying.
criticism he got for not knocking out Charlo, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's say he put them head. We already said, like, we already kind of criticizing him for fighting Charlo. For him fighting Bud, that's even smaller than him, right? Naturally smaller than him. Let's say he just beats the shit out of Bud, or even just beats him. I don't think that does anything for Canelo because of the fact that people would be like, would be like, oh, you just fought a smaller fighter. Like, I hear the way people talk about it now. They're like, oh, I mean, like, Canelo should beat Bud, this, that. It's like, it's not like, to me, it's definitely a 50-50 fight, but to the world, obviously people are like, I think Canelo
Listen,
knocks him out. I think Canelo beats him. I think this. Bro, I don't
his
think it's a
people
fight that
would
really.
glorify him. I'm telling you right now, his people would glorify him.
I'm gonna say this. If you could go for Canelo's already fucking submitted. That's my point. He ain't got really shit to prove at this point. He's done.
No,
So
we
you
know
keep.
that. That's not the point. We know that. But this will be the cherry on the top. If he chose to fight, and I'm just telling you, this is how I feel. And the reason why I feel like this, if he was to fight Bud Crawford and beat him, this is my personal opinion. He would be looked at a higher level, higher perspective. People would look up and talk about him differently. Some
I would
people
say.
would be haters. I'm gonna tell you this: the haters of Canelo would be saying, "Oh, well, he fought a smaller guy." That's the only people that would be saying that.
I'm
Other
pretty sure
people,
that's everybody. That's for
nah, that's
most
not
people.
everybody, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, that can't be everybody. Because not everybody thinks the same. You have to understand where I'm coming from. Not everybody thinks the same. Just like how we all on this panel, we think differently. That's why we ask each other's opinion about stuff.
Oh,
I
but
could
so
say
what? But
something.
hold on. What this is? I'm not getting though. What are you saying, Blue? I'm lost.
I'm saying that I think Canelo should take the fight because Big J is saying he doesn't need to take the fight because he won't get no recognition. I'm saying he should take the fight because if he was to
No,
even win, he
I,
would get
I,
that
I'm
recognition.
I, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. Let me be biased. I'm not unbiased on this one. No, he really. We just want us as fans really want to see the fight. Canelo don't need Bud, bro.
Thank you. He don't. He don't. But I would like to see the fight, and he would get the recognition for
He
beating Bud. This
won't.
is what I believe.
He won't,
will
bro.
not.
If he
He will
beat
not.
Bud, he will not, bro.
Listen,
That's
I
the
think it's
problem
different.
with it. He will not, bro. Bud, if Bud gets this fight, Bud has to beat Canelo in a fashion that damn near Errol Spence style. If it ain't on that level, Bud's losing.
He can't
Period.
He can't beat him.
But see, that's what I'm. But hold on, because once again,
see,
we
that's
had the
just my
same guy.
opinion.
We had guys talking about Berlanga couldn't go 12 rounds, fam.
Huh?
It was people saying that Edgar Berlanga would not go 12 rounds.
Yeah, there was also people saying that they thought Berlanga was a knockout artist and he'd be able to knock out Canelo because they don't know shit about
We know Tony. We know Tony don't believe in this shit, so that's irrelevant.
Hold on.
But but no. And okay, so how is that? But when he first came in, he was being a knockout artist. He knocked how many people out in the first round, fam? Let's not sleep on his. See, this is what we're not gonna do and say that he's not this. Yeah, but when he comes to,
I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna tell you why. He has zero power. He has none. His power is it's a myth. It's not real. It's made up. And I'm sorry if you get offended, but it's made up like Deontay Wilder being the hardest puncher ever. It's fucking fabricated. Here's the fact of the matter. Berlanga got 16 round knockouts in a row. Cool. That's all right. But here's the thing, Gooch. Please let me finish before you interject, because I see you wanting to jump in. Here's the fact of the matter. Who did he knock out? Nobody. The first fight that he stepped up against Amon Nichols, it goes the distance. Then he goes 4 more times against B- level fighters, and it goes the distance. So 5 fights in a row, he goes the distance. He fought Quigley 2 fights ago. Yes, he dropped him twice, but Andrade stopped this dude in 2 fucking rounds. In 2 rounds. And we already saw Andrade couldn't even survive at 168. He was too small. And Quigley, he stopped in 2 rounds. Berlanga then has to ship in a potato farmer from Ireland to get back on the knockout track so Canelo could cherry pick him. The fact of the matter is, when you're an alleged knockout artist and you fight 5 B- level fighters in a row and they all go the distance, that tells me you have no power. None. Zero. Because B- level fighters, especially 5 in a row, you should at least be able to knock out 1 or 2 of them. He knocked out none of them. And then against Canelo, he didn't do the hardest punch he had against Canelo was his head. So that's what I look at. I don't care how many bums you knock over, how many trash cans you kick down the street. Can you knock somebody out who can fight back? That's how you judge power. If Canelo would have took the same route as Berlanga, he'd probably have fucking 50 knockouts in a row. So that's what I look at. But when I look at like, and I don't know if y'all
hold on. Oh, so you were okay. So I'm confused. Okay, so we're talking about the knockout power of Berlanga now. That's what you're talking about. Okay. I got you. That's what I thought you were talking about. That's what I was like, huh? Okay, now I see what it is. Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm making the point that when Berlanga stepped up against Damon Nicholson, it went the distance. Then he went on to fight 4 more people. It went the distance. 2 fights ago, when he fought Jason Quigley, he went the distance. Andrade, who looked way too small for 168, stopped Quigley in the 2nd round. Now, when you got a guy in Andrade who came from 154 to 168 to chase Canelo, and he looked too small for the division, he stops the guy there in 2 rounds, and you're an alleged Mike Tyson knockout artist, and you go the distance with that same guy, that tells me everything I need to know about your power. You don't have it. Berlanga will never be a champion. He'll be a gatekeeper at best. I would be willing to put a lot of money on it that the guy coming up, Pachenko, will knock him the fuck out very early. The dude is not good. This was a cherry. And I also did videos about it. It's ridiculous.
This is a cherry. I agree with you, Tony. I agree with you. It was a cherry pick.
But the reason why I say Terence Crawford cannot beat Canelo is you've already seen it. The evidence, and you can disagree with me, and that's cool. We can all have our opinions. But this is why I feel like being a fan of somebody, delusion takes over. You saw Terence Crawford get in there with a guy with only 11 professional fights. 11 professional fights. He never was anywhere close to stopping Israel. He didn't even come close to it. The knockout devastating power that he had at 147, it did not translate up to 154. And Israel is the weakest guy out of all of them. If you put Terence in there with Tim Tszyu, even with a Fondora who has been stopped, I don't even know if he could beat them. And I'm just going off of a guy, he fought the weakest champion, and he had no power. So what I'm going to say is this is where I'm going to land my plane. If you're not knocking out people like Israel, and you're not knocking them down at least, or you're not putting them on spaghetti noodle legs, which he didn't, how the fuck are you going to get in there with Canelo and stop him when this dude is used to fighting guys who come in the ring over 200 pounds?
Dude, you got this one, or you want me to go? Because I don't mind going.
Go ahead, my guy.
So I'm gonna say this to you: how he can stop him is because if look, Terence Bud Crawford, he does fight people that are 200 pounds. You see what I'm saying? He does fight them in his gym. He has those kind of people in his gym.
No. Who in a real fight has he fought?
Yeah, but what you hold on. What you mean a real fight? Who has
Blue,
hold on.
No. Which okay? Who in the real fight? Who fought?
He's trying to say who is Canelo. Now we all know Terence Bud Crawford has not fought nobody in the ring that was 200 pounds.
Exactly. Canelo has fought several men that big.
No, he has not fought nobody.
What are you talking about?
Pounds.
Listen to me. Callum Smith, when he weighed in, was 215 pounds when he fought Canelo. Look it up. Fucking Kovalev was like 210 pounds when he fought him years ago. Like
Berlanga came in. Yeah, Berlanga last night came in around almost close to 200, bro.
This dude has been in the ring.
They said he was 205. They said he was 205, right?
Listen to me, Blue. Canelo Alvarez sucks his body down to what Terence Crawford damn near walks around at. The size difference is so fucking dramatic. And the size of the guys that Canelo's been fighting and taking punches from and never been hurt from are so much bigger than him, hit so much harder than him that I'm telling you, you just saw the shades of he could potentially lose at 154. He may not make it through the gauntlet if he continues to fight there. And you want this man to jump up 2 more weight classes, which will put him in his 6th weight class.
So let me ask you a question, Tony. Let me ask you a just.
Hold on. Let me finish, please, and I'll answer your question. I promise you I'll answer your question. The difference here is it's not like Bud started at 154 and he's going up to his 3rd weight class. This dude will be going into his 6th weight class, 14 pounds heavier than he's ever fought at before. And you're just expecting a miracle. I'm telling you, there are reasons for weight classes, and he will get walked down and beat down. It will exactly what was being said. After the fight is over, people will hype this shit up, pound for pound versus pound for pound. But when the smoke settles, when the dust clears, people will be like, why the fuck did he get in there with him?
Okay, so Tony, let me ask you this question.
Go ahead.
What weight class did Canelo start at?
140.
He started at 140.
Yep.
Right?
Okay,
now,
so let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
How old was Canelo when he fought at 140? 15 years old when he turned a pro. It's not the same.
Okay, no, it is the same because how old was Bud when he was at 130? You feel what I'm saying? The point I'm trying to make is this. Neither one of these guys, no one by any stretch of the imagination can say Canelo is a true 168 pounder. You feel what I'm saying? Because the facts show that his best performances were when he was at 54 and 60. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, so
let me land my plane.
I thought you did, my bad.
I'm just going to try to put in my opening statement and everything, and just my kind of agreement / rebuttal to some of the things you're saying. For me, both of the guys have done extreme are moving up in weight. I have no issue with that. I have no issue with the fact that you're absolutely right when you calculate the number of weight divisions that Bud would be moving up. Where I disagree is in the fact that we've seen over and over again from the heavyweights on down, when you have these guys who are special, size does not matter. Doesn't matter. Usyk versus Fury, huge weight disparity. You feel what I'm saying? Usyk versus AJ, a weight disparity. You feel what I'm saying? Both Canelo and Bud pretty much spent their entire careers fighting motherfuckers who were bigger than them because they were always moving up in weight. Canelo at 168 has not fought anyone who walks in the fight at exactly 168 pounds. Neither does Canelo at this point in his career. Basically, where I land my plane is this. So if there's something you want to say to rebut me, it's I'll give you the space to do that. Basically, what I'm saying is this. When you're talking about skill set, when you're talking about IQ and things like that, size has zero shit to do with all of that. I forgot how the old saying goes when it talks about size to reach. Reach teaches, size don't mean shit in essence. It's the reach that'll teach you how to be humble. Bud Crawford has the reach. You feel what I'm saying? When I take it back to where Bud Crawford fought Madrimov, you feel what I'm saying? He came in exactly what I thought he was going to do to test his body. He said, okay, I'm going to come in lower. So by the time I rehydrate, I want to rehydrate to see what a fight really feels like at 168. You feel what I'm saying? Madrimov is a natural 154 pounder, which means he's going to come in much more bigger than Bud, which actually did happen. So
he weighed less. He weighed less than Bud, by the way.
What I'm saying is this: by the time I don't know, maybe
by fight night, Masvidal was 168. Terence Crawford came in over 169. Crawford
was 168. He was 168.7. That's what the reports say. I don't know about anything about 169. I just saw 168.7 for fight night. You feel what I'm saying? So if a person wants to throw those extra ounces and round it off to the nearest pound and say 169, fine. You feel what I'm saying? But for Bud, it was more or less, could I put in a 12-round fight at this 168 pounds? Because my goal there is kind of what Floyd did. I'm going to come close to weight. I'm not going to go over the next weight division weight limit, but I'm going to test the waters to see what 54 feels like. So
can I jump in now?
Hold on. Before you do, Tony Reviews, I'm gonna let you hold on. Let me chime in real quick. And on that, I just want to chime because I gotta interact with my chat a little bit too. Now I'll let y'all cook. Let me interact with the chat because how is somebody a weight bully, my guy? How is somebody a weight bully when y'all always said that he was the smaller guy? He's too small. He's too small. He's too small. But now a guy like you comes on and say he's a weight bully. We laugh at people like you because now you're just talking to be talking. But go ahead, Tony Reviews. My bad.
No, you good. I don't call any fighter a weight bully. I don't care how big they are the fight night. Because I did.
No, I'm talking about the guy in the chat.
No. But what I'm saying is I did the same damn thing. When I was boxing, I came in 25 pounds heavier by fight night. So I don't give a fuck about that. Everybody does. Nobody fights where they walk around. Everybody dehydrates. Everybody blows the fuck up. But anyways, okay, back to these points. So here's the deal. First and foremost, Canelo at 15 years old at 140 is different than Terence Crawford at 140 at 20 years old. A 20-year-old and a 15-year-old are completely different. When I was 15 years old, I was 5'11", about 137 pounds. By the time I turned 16, I was 180. By the time I turned 18, I was over 200. So there's a huge difference in growth between 15 to 20. Canelo was a child, a teenager, a young boy, still a boy at 15, a high schooler, beating up grown men.
Hold on. Tony. I just want to say this real quick. Now you are correct when you're saying this right now, but people
it's
that have
semantics.
a lower, but hold on. People have some people have a higher metabolism, so they're not gonna blow up like that. You see
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
here's the
saying? Some
problem.
people's metabolisms are slower than that.
I'm
So
gonna get to that.
go
I'm
ahead,
gonna get
Tim.
to
Go
that.
ahead.
I'm gonna get to that. So to disprove the metabolism with Canelo, here's the deal. Canelo never even fought at 154. He fought at his own creator weight class because he couldn't make 154 when he was at 154. He fought every fight at 155. So he made fighters fight him at 155 because he couldn't even make weight when he was at 154. So that tells you how big he is. Furthermore, you can Google this. Whenever he went to fight Kovalev, the first time he went up to 175, Oscar De La Hoya was on record saying that by fight night, I think people are going to be very surprised that there's no size difference in between Kovalev and Canelo because Canelo walks around 190 to 195 pounds. That was years ago when he fought Kovalev. That tells you how fucking big he is as far as weight. Yes, he's short, but he's big as far as weight goes. Now, here's what I look at when I compare the two. I've had Terence Crawford, my number one pound for pound, for I don't know how many years. Whenever people are trying to say Lomachenko was better than him, I always said Terence was better than him, period. But seeing how Bud performed in his first fight at 154, see, here's the deal. Let me say this real fast before I get to that point. Because I'm trying to rebuttal everything, and then I'll get to Usyk, which you brought up towards the end.
Yeah.
Fighters, they never fight in their first weight class that they go to. They never fight where they walk around. They go significantly smaller. And as they go up in weight, you get closer and closer to your natural size. It's not that you're getting heavier. You're just getting closer and closer to what you actually are. So that's why you start to see a size difference. Because the guys, say a guy goes up 3 weight classes to 154, well, he may have looked big at 147, but now he's fighting guys who say maybe started at 154 that are cutting down from 180 pounds. So as you go up, eventually the guys get much bigger than you because they're cutting that much weight versus you're just getting closer to your natural size. So with that being said, we just saw Terence at 154 fight a guy with 11 professional fights. And I have to keep stressing that. I don't care what type of amateur career he had. At the end of the day, amateur fights are only 3 rounds. The dude had only been in 2 12-round fights, counting the one with Bud. So only one before him, 2 counting the Bud fight. And you saw Israel get tired around the end of the 9th round, start of the 10th round. His gas tank completely depleted. And that's when Bud ended up taking over for the next 3 rounds, even though the 12th round was pretty close. But you could see him get tired. He didn't know how to pace himself because he had never fought 12-round fights like that because he was inexperienced with only 11 fights. That happens. Now, if you're going to put him in there with a guy like Canelo, Canelo knows how to pace himself because for the last 10 years he's been in 12-round fights. So he's going to pace himself properly. Furthermore, when you look at a guy like Usyk going up from cruiserweight to heavyweight, you have to understand something. There's a reason why the heavyweight division isn't, besides this bullshit Bridgerweight that they just created that nobody really adheres to but the WBC and WBO. There's a reason why heavyweight has always been 200 plus, and it didn't matter what you weigh after that. Because the human physiological, just the biology of the human, once you get around 200 pounds or heavier, it doesn't matter if somebody's 300 pounds, 400 pounds. You can generate enough force to turn them lights out. So that's why heavyweights aren't broken down into like so many weight classes like you see with the lower guys. Because the heavyweight division is the most deadliest division because it's where you have the most weight behind your ass. And even a B-level fighter can knock out an elite fighter if he catches them right.
Okay, can I just ask you one question based on that one point?
Go ahead.
And I'm not trying to argue semantics here.
Yeah, I got you.
During the Lennox Lewis / Klitschko era,
okay,
what was the talking point of these heavyweights? What was that era always called? Well, just to answer the question, it was called the era of the super heavyweights because all of these guys were coming in 250 plus. Prior to that, heavyweights were around 230. 230. Yeah. You feel 225, 215. You feel what I'm saying?
No. I don't disagree with you, but you still have guys that are on the smaller side. The heavyweight, the only difference is.
Yeah, exactly. But that was the only point that I was making, that even though there isn't that official thing, there was an entire era that was dedicated to the super heavyweight.
Yeah, because the reason for that
Yes, sir.
the reason why is guys nowadays on average are around 6'4", 240 pounds on average. That's your average heavyweight. Not
Yeah.
a big one, just right dead in the middle average. You got fighters that go all the way to 300 pounds and 6'8" plus. Okay. Now, the reason for that is every era of people, we get bigger, we get taller on average. Like the average man today is 3 to 4 inches taller than he was 150 years ago. So that's due to nutrition. So that's why you see the guys getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, because just humans in general are much bigger than they used to be. So of course the heavyweight average is going to go up. But my point is this: the reason why there was never a super heavyweight category created is because still you come back to a 200-pound man who can throw a punch can knock out a 280-pound man in one punch. So while there may be a weight disparity, while the smaller guy may be smaller, like I just said, you can still generate so much force once you get over 200 pounds that you could put anybody's lights out. So the difference is in 154, you're not generating that type of power that you can 200 plus pounds. It's just, that's the thing about it. The human skull, no matter how much you weigh, doesn't change. The brain rattling doesn't change. So that's why at 200 plus pounds, you don't see segregated weight classes in every 7 to 8 pounds. I mean, in the smaller you get, it's even smaller. You get like 3 pound difference, 4 pound difference, the smaller down you go, because the power generation is just so much greater once you get over 200 pounds that you could be more agile, and it's an equalizer.
Yeah.
Now, you could argue that maybe there should be a super heavyweight, but at the moment, there hasn't been, and you do have smaller guys who can still compete with the bigger men. But I just find it different whenever you're talking about 168. It's not the same. It's just not the same.
Okay. All right. But I just want to bring this up as well. All right. In the last, let's just say, 30, maybe 40 years of boxing, where the fuck did the 54-pound division come from? Because it wasn't there before. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, same thing could be said about the cruiserweight division. It used to be light, heavy, and then heavyweight.
Exactly. So they brought in our lifetime of watching boxing, you did see them bring in, at least 2 other belts and 2 other weight divisions. You feel what I'm saying? For the money wise and everything. And listen, I agree with you on certain points, but when I assess overall, you feel what I'm saying? The fight between Canelo versus Terence Crawford, it's an extremely dangerous fight for Terence Crawford. You feel what I'm saying? It's a very dangerous fight for him. There is a strong possibility, if you're thinking, to a rational degree, and you want to have that type of conversation, there is that possibility he could lose. But for what we know about that man, for what those of us who are, diehard fans of his, even though there is that possibility, that's the thing that intrigues us to see the fight. Because if he loses, we still gonna rock with him. Yeah, he went up all the way up there and he fought. Did he fight a better fight than Berlanga or Triple G? That's to be said. But at the end of the day, if he's gonna dare to be great like that, I want it to happen in my lifetime, so I'm old enough to see it. Win or lose.
I have no problem with that. Like, if you want him to dare to be great, that's cool. He can go up there, he can take the challenge, but I have to assess it off of what I've seen.
Yeah, and that's what makes a great argument, great debate.
Right. And my whole point is, here's where I would have been. I still think it would have been a bit too much, but I would have been more on your side. Like, by all means, if Bud wants to take the fight, in my opinion, he's selling his own, make as much money as possible. Go up there, get your $20 million, $30 million payday, and retire. And then your family's taken care of for life. If that's what you want to do, go for it. I'm happy with you to get a payday. But if I'm looking at this as from a competitive standpoint, If Bud would have went there 154 and completely dominated Israel, mind you, I have to keep adding in a guy with only 11 fights, then I would say there could be an argument that maybe he could compete with him. But when I hear a guy at 154 say the biggest issue that he had was Israel, was how strong he was, now I've got to step back and really look at this and be like this. First off, you couldn't hurt him. So the power you had at 147, 140, 135, it disappeared. It did not show up in this fight. Secondly, you're saying Israel is the strongest man that you've ever been in the ring with, and it caused you issues. Well, if you think, and I'm going to call him little because he's teeny compared to Canelo, if you think little Israel is strong, you're about to get ragdolled against Canelo.
Hold on. You keep saying, listen, you keep saying that he didn't hurt him. Like everybody's not saying anything to you. He hurt that man. His corner even told him, listen, fam. His corner even told him, stay away from that man.
So, bro, hold on, Tony, yeah, because that's I'm sitting here and I'm listening.
Like
and
you
one
keep
thing,
saying,
hold on, Blue. I'm sitting here listening, and for you to say that, I don't know. For me, I really do believe he hurt that man, especially to the body. But you can say what you want because it's your opinion. You feel because he didn't drop him, I guess he didn't hurt him.
Goose,
no, I'm just saying because he's been hurt. I mean, because he's been put. But here's what I wanted to come in with this. Who was the last dog Canelo fought? Let me ask that again. Who was the last dog that you seen Canelo fight? And how many years ago was that?
I wouldn't say that many years ago, because if you're just talking about like dog mentality, somebody who's not going to give up, that's going to keep fighting, I would say Jaime Munguia has shown dog, even though I don't classify him as being that greatly skilled. And I thought it was another cherry pick for Canelo. The dude definitely has dog in him. All you have to do is look at the Dermachenko fight, and you can see how much dog Jaime Munguia has in him. So I would say he just fought a guy with a lot of dog in him before Berlanga. But
okay. Let me ask you. Okay, that's good. That's great. So if a Jaime Munguia, what you just said, had the ring IQ of Terence Bud Crawford, who you said is the power, like he had the powerful pound IQ and all that, how would you see that fight going in?
If Jaime Munguia fought Terence, or if Canelo fought
Terence? No. I'm saying if Jaime Munguia had the IQ of a Terence, I'm just hypothetically speaking now. I'm just saying because I'm trying to hear some shit.
He beat him. If Jaime Munguia had, with Jaime Munguia's size and height, if he had the IQ of Terence, like if he could mimic Terence Crawford, fuck it, don't even say Jaime. If Terence was the size of Jaime Munguia, it wouldn't even be a challenge. Canelo would get blown out the fucking water. But the problem is, he's not that big. And here's the deal. You could say, this is how I look at it, right? They say skills pay the bills, and that is very true to a point. But when you're too small, it doesn't matter. You could take some average Joe who's never boxed before in his life, put him in there with a 12-year-old Silver Gloves champion, and the minute that grown man connects on that little boy, he's going to get laid the fuck out.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me. Okay, you say you a Terence Bud Crawford fan, right? I mean, you study Terence Bud Crawford a little bit, right? What's been Terence Bud Crawford? What's been the chip on his shoulder the whole time?
Well, that people
because they say he's too small, fam. That's what you don't get. That's what brings the dog out of him. Because everybody say he's too small, fam.
But you're not talking to everybody. You're talking to me. And the thing about it is this. I already said earlier that saying he's too small is just, to me, it's dumb. Because Terence never fought it where he walked around. As you go up in weight, what I explained earlier, you may have stepped in the way. You're just getting closer and closer to your natural weight as you go up weight classes. Where these guys fought, they're nowhere near where they walk around. As they go up in weight, they're getting closer and closer to their natural weight. In 154, he's fighting guys who are naturally the same size as him or bigger than him now. So for the first time in his entire career, there is going to be either they're going to be equal to in size, like Israel, who was like a pound smaller come fight night, or they're going to be much bigger than him for the first time. At 147, all them dudes was, I mean, look at Sean Porter. He little.
Okay. So what did we see? So we weren't calling. We weren't talking about Earl Smith's weight count.
So
we weren't talking. Okay. So you saying? Hold on. Let me ask you this one. So Jeff Horn, you don't think he's a big one? You don't think one leg is a big one?
Okay, so
Jose
as far as
Benavidez, you don't think he's a big one either, huh?
no, Benavidez was a 140-pound fighter. But as far as Jeff Horn goes, I picked Jeff Horn to get mollywopped because I
No,
watched
I'm
him
not saying. I'm just saying, but he's a big fighter though, fam. That's all I'm just saying.
But he's not. Like, here's what you gotta understand. Jeff Horn, if you're gonna use Canelo as the measuring stick, which we are because that's who he's gonna be fighting, Jeff Horn is teeny next to Canelo. I'm not looking at size versus size when it comes to Terence versus these guys he's fought. I'm measuring them up to Canelo, and Canelo is going to be much bigger than any dude he's ever been in the ring with.
Okay,
and
once again, we can say that. Now here's what I'm gonna say to you. I haven't seen too many people. Like I said, I'm gonna say it like this: Bud is not gonna stand there and let Canelo hit him, man. He's gonna box. You're gonna see a boxing clinic with this one, a chess match with this one. That's all I'm saying. Everybody's keep thinking, oh, he's gonna move up. No, man, bro, ain't gonna just sit there and let this man go toe to toe and just let him beat him up. No, fam. You're gonna see a boxing clinic like you've been seeing, but now you're gonna see something because what Bomac's been telling y'all, you haven't seen the best of Terence yet. Maybe this is where you see it at. But you guys, I'm not saying just because you just seen the last one. It's a lot of people like what you on want to see Bud get knocked out. I don't say if you want to, but you keep stressing. A couple times I done heard you, Bud's going to get knocked out. I think it's going 12.
So here's the deal, Gooch. Here's what you got to understand. First and foremost, I don't want him to get knocked out. I would have loved it if Berlanga would have beat fucking Canelo because I'm tired of his cherry picking. I'm tired of him not fighting the actual top 3 fighter. Whenever you're an undisputed champion, now newly stripped of a belt, but you're still a unified 3-belt champion, you should only be fighting top 3 fighters. If it's not a top 3 fighter, you shouldn't even be in the ring with them, period. So I don't like Canelo. I don't like him at all. I would have loved to see Jaime Munguia beat him. I'd have loved to see Berlanga beat him. It's been a long time that I wanted Canelo to actually win a fight, okay? I've also been very critical over Canelo getting gifted decisions. But the fact of the matter is, here's what I'm going to ask you. We could go with your hypothetical, Terence outboxing, blah, 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 blah. But what happens if what I'm saying I believe is going to happen and Crawford hits him, and like Charlo, he finds out there's nothing he can do to hurt him? Canelo is going to walk the fuck through him without any regard to being hit. He's going to trap his ass against the ropes like he's done every single, even Beeble, as good as he is technically with all his height, all his reach, he had Beeble trapped on the ropes more than once, and he was getting his ass whooped in that fight. So if he could trap a guy much taller, longer, probably because of his height and reach, better mover than Crawford will be against Canelo, how do you think he's not going to trap Crawford if Crawford can't hurt him?
Can I just got to respond.
Hold on, Phil. I got to cut in. I got to interact with the chat. I don't like when people call other people Twitter fingers, but then you ain't never hit my link. And if this is your first night, I understand that. So don't call nobody Twitter fingers and not hit my. Now you can call me Twitter fingers because you was sitting up on the panel. So I just dropped the link. Hold on, I'm about to drop it again. I just dropped the link. Let's not do this Twitter finger shit if you're a Twitter fingering your damn self. Because I see a lot of comments, Mr. King, but I don't hear you yet. I love to talk. And yes, we do talk Ebonics. Okay, so what? But yeah, and still, you don't understand. I just love the chat. I love my chat. Y'all the greatest. But you know what I'm saying? I invited
don't let
y'all.
that man get to you, bro.
No. He ain't. That's what I'm saying. But what gets to me about him is you don't hit the link. That's what I don't like. I hope I hit the like button at least. But hit the link. Oh, go ahead, fellas. My bad. Go ahead.
This is what I wanted to comment on. I don't know if you saw the video of Bud and Caleb Plant at fight night for Caleb Plant while he was backstage to him. If you saw that little clip, and I don't know what other content creators put that clip out there, but it was in the YouTube feed, and all I was reading down for all the 400 comments that were right there within, I'd say, 30 minutes of that clip being posted, there was over 400 comments. Almost every last one of those comments, on average, I'd probably say at least 53% before I just got up out of there that I was reading, were all in saying, damn, Bud looked like he could actually just change out of some clothes and compete at 168 right now. He looked big as hell. You feel what I'm saying? And that's not Bud in training and everything. I get that. I get the whole argument of, there comes a point where every fighter moving up reaches their glass ceiling to where everything starts to break down. They may still be great at lower weight classes, but when they finally reach that glass ceiling with that weight, it all showed that there's a reason for weight classes. You feel what I'm saying?
So let me say this real quick, AC. Let me chime in on this one too, because a lot of people don't understand too. Bud trains he trains all year round, for one. For two, he trains at his walk around weight. So once again, if he's doing it at his walk around weight, and then he ain't got to lose no weight, I just know his boxing skills is going, like you said, pay the bills. And I know the man. I don't, man.
Listen,
what I'm saying is like this, fam. How can I put it's but knowing how Bud is, he's a street fighter, fam, more than anything. So a real street fighter, if you know what I'm talking about. Just think a street fighter with gloves and got that boxing IQ as he has. That's why I call him the dog. You say Jaime Maguire. No, Jaime Maguire is a different dog. I'm talking about, what I'm talking about when I say that street fighter dog. That junkyard dog, my fam. Yeah, and then that chip on his shoulder, because y'all keep saying, and not just you, I'm just saying everybody saying he's too small for Canelo. That just, you know what that did? That just really, because Mudjug was saying the same thing about Earl. And it's just, he's just hearing that shit all over again. So guess what he got now? He got a chip on his shoulder. And he fights with a chip on his shoulder. Jaime Maguire didn't fight with a chip on his shoulder, fam. Quit that. Okay. That's the dog I'm talking about. But now you talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You've been in street fights. I know you had to be, or you just a boxer, because then you don't know what I'm talking about.
Here's the problem. And I would say, okay, you don't really know how much dog somebody has in them until they get in their ass whooped and they have to push through it. We have never seen Bud get the living shit beat out of him and have to fight out of that corner, because he's always been way better, way more skilled, way higher IQ than every guy he's been in there with. Yes, he's had one or two good shots landed on him that he's came back from and looked better after they caught him cleanly, but we've never actually seen him get a beat down put on him and really seen him tested. So I would say, yes, from what we have seen, he shows to have dog, but you don't really see that dog until you're really getting your shit beat in. Then it will really show.
Now, thank you. That's what I'm saying. So you thinking? So what you think is Canelo doing that, fam? What you thinking Canelo gonna beat this dog shit out of him? You don't think you gonna see that dog?
I don't know.
How?
You gotta understand. We're speaking on what we think. Do I think?
No. I know, fam. I know about that dog. I know that if he gets back into that damn corner, he's gonna fucking fight. It ain't gonna be no fight.
Okay, Gooch. Okay. I hear you, but I'm not saying you're wrong. All I'm saying is we have never seen him in that position. So if it happens, we don't know if he's gonna do what you think he's gonna do, which you could be very well right, or he may go on his bicycle like Charlo and just try to make it 12 rounds without getting put down.
Bruh. What I'm getting at, what I'm saying to you though, hold on, what I asked you earlier though, That same, because I didn't get to explain the dog I was talking about. You came out and said Jaime Magia had dog in it. Now you know what dog I'm talking about now, because now you explain, now you see. So what I'm saying is, who has Canelo fought like that, fam?
Yeah, but what I'm trying to tell you is
No. Who has? I asked. No. I asked, who has he fought like that? Then you said you're trying to tell me who has he fought like that? Because you quickly said Jaime Magia.
Yes, and I'm going to say Jaime Munguia again because, like I just said, Jaime Munguia was getting his ass whooped a lot of times in a fight against Dermiachenko. He was getting outclassed, getting hands put on him left and right, face lit the fuck up, and he never gave up. Even though he was getting beat up, he kept fighting. So I'm telling you, I watched Jaime Munguia in the Dermiachenko fight look like he was losing, look like all odds were against him, and he kept coming. So that tells me everything I need to know about Jaime. It doesn't matter if he's getting beat, because he was getting beat. He kept fighting through it. The difference here is, I'm not saying you're wrong, and I'm not saying Bud can't fight through it. All I'm saying is we've never had to see it because Bud's always been in there with people he's outclassed.
Yeah, because there's a reason. There's just two words that explains all of that. Ring IQ. So if you're talking about a guy who has dog in him, who has power in him, who has all the technical skill set like that, is the most decorated fighter in this era right now. You feel what I'm saying? The point we're making is, all right, Canelo's a pound for pound fighter. Bud is the number one pound for pound fighter. So for some people, they can argue that. You feel what I'm saying? But to most of us, we know he's the number one guy.
I don't agree with him.
So that would be a whole nother debate. But what I'm saying?
No. I'm just saying. Currently, right now, today, I don't agree with him being number one pound for pound.
Okay, so fine. Like I said, that could be another debate. But the point I'm making is this: when we talk about the Canelo versus Bud fight, you got two fighters who have very high IQs, where I give the higher IQ. You feel what I'm saying? One guy's got a 160, the other guy's got like a 192. I give that to Bud.
I don't know
because here's my point. Here's my point why I give him, because all of the competition that he faced, you feel what I'm saying? He was able to control pretty much every aspect of the fight when he wanted to control it and where he wanted to control it. That's the highest level of ring IQ. You feel what I'm saying? Canelo has lost. He lost to the higher ring IQ guy when it came down to Floyd Mayweather. He had more experience, a higher ring IQ. Bivol was just, you feel what I'm saying, a guy who was a bit more technically sound and didn't fall for the Canelo traps. He didn't fall for the peekaboo, Canelo style, where he goes into that weak-looking high guard, and then he forces a guy to try to go around that high guard or split that high guard, and then he counters the shit out of you. You feel what I'm saying? In between your punches. That shit is brilliant to me. I'd love to see when Canelo does that. That's okay. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm giving.
But so I'm gonna counter you with this. First and foremost, okay, Terence Crawford, especially how young Canelo was in age, fought Floyd Mayweather Jr. Terence has never fought nobody like Floyd Mayweather Jr. That's first and foremost. Okay. So, and then on top of it, not only was Canelo young, he also had to fight at a catch weight, which he had never done before. So again, I'm not making excuses for his loss because I don't care what weight he would have came in at. Floyd proved to be a much better fighter. He had him confused. It was just too early for Canelo. But that Canelo that lost to Mayweather is way different than the dude of today, whose IQ is way above what it was. Now, when you look at Bivol, you got to understand something. That is Canelo's sixth weight class he fought at. 175 is his sixth weight class. So for him to get embarrassed like that in our class, it took him going up 6. Crawford, in my opinion, just struggled really bad with a guy who only had 11 fights in only his 4th weight class.
Why you keep saying he struggled, fam? He didn't. I mean, come on, man. He won unanimously.
There was no struggle, bro.
Struggle is a split decision. Struggle is a draw. Let's keep this shit 100.
That fight was a draw.
That's a struggle.
No, bro, that's in your opinion, bro. It was not a draw.
Yeah,
There's a
listen,
lot of people that share
he's
that opinion,
entitled to it, bro. It makes the argument fun. Let him rock,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
It's
just
his
saying, but you gotta
opinion.
understand
It's
something.
his
That's not just
opinion.
my opinion. There's a lot of people that believe it was a draw.
Yeah,
And it's their opinion still. It's
And a
still their
lot of people,
opinion, my
and you know
guy.
what? Everybody that have asked, everybody that really felt that it was a draw, don't like Bud.
That's not true at all. Because I can say this for Canelo, the first fight against Triple G, he lost that fight. I don't care what the judges said. I don't care that they ruled it a draw. Canelo lost that first fight against Triple G, point blank, period. So I don't give a fuck what the judges say. I don't need the judges to tell me what my eyes are seeing.
Okay, and that's how I feel. Also,
but
and yet still, we're seeing two different. I don't know, fam. It's just
my problem
okay,
is
like you said. But so okay, so what I'm guessing because you've seen a lot of feints. Like I guess that was good.
Do you think?
Yes, like I said, and I have always stood on this. Joel Diaz is a great trainer. He brought Bud into Spartan Bradley. So we know he knows. Like I said, it ain't like some of these trainers ain't like, man, they know what to do. So
Okay,
I hope Canelo, but see, hold on, but Canelo and them ain't never really brought Bud in to train with them. Joel Diaz did. We don't talk about that part of the game though. So if they had a perfect game plan, and like my guy Blue always said, what did he say when he was like, man, you better stay away from me? We don't talk about that though. We don't talk about that though.
Let me ask you this. Okay, 168. Do you think Terence Crawford could beat David Benavidez if he comes back down?
You said, huh?
Do you think Terence Crawford could beat David Benavidez if he comes back down?
I think it'd be a good fight. I think if it goes 12 rounds, David, hold on. David Benavidez will have to knock Bud out. But other than that, if you ain't knocking Bud out, Bud is winning. I'm telling you. You better knock him out, fam.
You
ain't understanding what I'm. Okay, I explained it to you earlier. What he has, he has a chip on his shoulder, fam.
But here's the thing: 90% of the Terence Crawford fans, actually probably like 95% of the Terence Crawford fans, when I go through the top 10 at 168, they all say he loses to damn near all of them outside of Canelo. And that's what drives me my mind and saying where math don't math. Because here's the deal. Most people believe all the guys at the top of 168 will beat Terence Crawford, but yet Terence Crawford is going to beat the number one guy at 168. It doesn't make sense.
Hold on, time out. You can go back, because I said this too. And Bud Bud can't get Canelo, let's see David Benavidez, the big brother of Jose.
Yeah,
let's see it.
Gooch, I can attest for this.
I want to see Terence fight
two lives. Gooch did 2 lives on that subject. 2.
Let's see Bud fight Tim Tszyu, and then we'll get a gauge of how good he really is.
I want to say something too.
That's what I want to see, because Tim Tszyu is also short, like him and Canelo. So Bud, Tim Tszyu, and Canelo are all the same height. So I want to see him fight the 154, who should be the king. He got the cut over his eye. We know how the fight turned out. But let's see him fight Tim Tszyu. And if he can dominate Tim Tszyu, then I think there's an argument to be had. But if he gets in there and gets mollywopped by Tim Tszyu, or if he goes life or death with him, then I think it's pretty blatantly clear that he cannot survive against Canelo.
I'm going to say this. Just me knowing, but I'm just saying, fam, he's going to outbox Tim Tszyu. Not just Bud, with me knowing Bomac. With me knowing Bomac, they're going to outbox Tim Tszyu. Bud, it's the knockout is on Bud. Bomac and them game plan is to outbox and show these motherfuckers that you're the greatest. That's where I gotta go at too, because we don't give Bomac enough credit either. His trainers, fam, they study these guys, and they the ones that dissect and tell Bud what to do. Now, what Bud does in the ring, like I said, just like how I said, Joel Diaz did the same for Madrimal. We talking about the fighters. Let's talk about the trainers, because they dissect these guys. So once again, I know for a fact, Bomac been studying Canelo for years, fam. just in case So Cold got that
Just
fight.
like Spence, bro. Just like Spence, my guy. Just
I
like he
mean,
studied Spence.
what did Floyd Mayweather say? It looks different inside the ring.
Oh my gosh!
Nah,
Now you want to?
nah.
Okay,
Hold on. Let me
okay.
say this.
I
Let
got
me
you.
say something.
You right.
Let me say something,
You
please. Let
right.
me say something. Oh, let me say. So check
He's
this out. You just
flawed.
said it's different in the ring, but that person that he has, see, Bomax is like the puppet master, and his puppet is Terence Bud Crawford. See, Terence Bud Crawford knows what it's like in that ring because he's always in that ring. He goes to the smoke. He don't run from the smoke. See the difference between
He
Canelo.
run into that smoke, he gonna get burnt.
And see, you just talking right now. With the difference between Canelo, he runs from the smoke. He makes excuses about the smoke. He don't dare to be great. You see what I'm saying? He don't dare to be great. Terence Bud Crawford dares to be great regardless. It don't matter who he is. That's why when he came down to Teofemo Lopez talking this shit and he seen him, he was up on him. Put his fingers in his face like, motherfucker, you ain't that shit. You ain't that shit. And then he turned around and walked away and didn't even go that far from him. Stood right there and really had that man upset because he knew that man can't do shit to him. Regardless, there's a different mentality in these fighters versus Terence Bud Crawford. That's why he does what he do. It don't matter that he goes up in there and get knocked out, which ain't gonna happen, or lose that fight. I don't believe he's gonna lose a fight. I'm telling you right now, Terence Bud Crawford gonna win that fight, bro. Because he's gonna go in there with the mindset just like motherfucker Mayweather did when he fights. Mayweather's smart when he has that ring IQ to understand what it takes to be in the ring, and he doesn't care how big these motherfuckers are. Because when he's doing his exhibitions, he's fighting people bigger than him. He don't even care about weight class. He says it. I don't care
He's
how
fighting
much he
guys that
weighs.
ain't never fought before.
But hold on, listen,
I'm gonna
that
say
don't mean
this.
nothing,
Can
bro.
I
But
just?
It's
hold on.
easy. It's
Listen.
easy to be small.
Mayweather can still do that to this day. He can still beat half of these motherfuckers right now fighting.
No,
That they say they're good.
no.
I just wanna say this. Um, I agree with pretty much 98% of the stuff you just dropped out there, Blue. But I'm gonna say this, and I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I can honestly say, I can honestly say there were at least three different incidents where you can make the strong argument and could in many circles it would be factual of where Canelo dared to be great. To take the Floyd Mayweather fight at such a young age. You feel what I'm saying? Floyd
See,
was
I agree with you,
yeah.
but I feel like he was kind of
Canelo,
forced into it. Go ahead and
Canelo,
finish, Mike. I
No,
ain't trying to cut you off like
I'm
this.
gonna say because Floyd Mayweather was 36 and back then 36 was kind of like you're kind of almost out the door. Just like what they're saying about Bud. But back then it was even more. It was like, listen, I can attest to this. And if anybody was watching boxing back then, this was one of the first fights where, after Floyd established himself, there was a strong presence on regular sports TV where Canelo Alvarez, the young bull, bigger, stronger, could actually beat him. Can Floyd Mayweather can Floyd Mayweather weather the storm that is going to be Canelo Alvarez? That was kind of the headlines all over the place.
yeah, but it was bullshit. He had
Yeah,
only had one real fight before he fought
yeah,
Floyd.
but I'm just saying,
Hold on, let me say this.
I'm just saying in public perception. In public
No, I got you, but the public's stupid. But I want to say this.
yeah.
Arguably, Canelo lost to Austin Trout, and Austin Trout is a Dollar General version of Floyd Mayweather Jr. So the minute Floyd seen that fight with Austin Trout, how bad Canelo struggled, and truth be told, could have lost on the scorecards, he knew it would be an easy night. But here's the difference, though. I just want
But I just wanted to land my plane here real
I'm
quick.
sorry, go ahead. My bad.
It's basically when you look at the Bivol fight and the Kovalev fight. When he got the belt, regardless of the situation, when he got the belt with Kovalev, he was one of the first champions that had a belt in two different divisions. You feel what I'm saying? I think the only other person that accomplished that task at around that time or at that time was Tank. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's my only little bit of contention. I do agree with, like I said, 98% of what you said, but I got to give Canelo his props on the fact that, yeah, he did. There was at least three incidents that I could say were pretty much factual that he dared to be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Canelo dared to be great his entire career. It's just here recently after he lost to Bivol, he quit daring to be great because he knows he's one loss away from retirement.
Yeah.
So after he lost to Bivol, he stopped all risk.
Yeah, I could definitely agree to that.
Okay. So since he stopped all risk, so now you thinking him not saying I want to fight Terence Crawford, which would be an easy fight that you tell it.
No, I just think it's a dumb fight. Like I honestly don't think
How is it a dumb fight if you're fighting the pound for pound champion though, fam? The
because
#1 champion. How is it
right,
though?
I got you. That's like saying, arguably, in a way, is also the #1 pound for pound right now, and Canelo should fight him. It's a stupid fight.
No,
At the end of the day,
no.
yes, it is. Because
No, I'll tell you this. If anyway say he want to jump up and fight Terence, it'd be funny, but okay.
I'm not talking about Terence. I'm talking about, it doesn't even matter. If anyway want to jump up and fight Terence Crawford, it'd be a stupid fight because he's too small for him. Just like Canelo is way too big for Crawford. Either way, it's a dumb fight. But my point is this.
That's what I don't get though. People talking about he's way too big. But damn, you act like you haven't seen that before though. You act like you have never seen a bigger. You've never seen that happen before though. And go in and just, man, I don't know.
What I'm trying to say is, I don't think Canelo is scared of Terence Crawford in the least. I truly think he looks at it like it's not even a real fight. Like I truly believe he looks at Crawford like he'll just walk right through him because I believe he'll just walk right through him. I think that you're going to be understanding.
Okay, so why didn't he just walk through Berlanga last night?
Because Berlanga is over 200 pounds and 6 foot something. Crawford is 5'8", maybe. And
with a nice ring out, with a hell of a ring IQ, fam.
Crawford is 5'8", maybe.
With a hell of a ring IQ, fam.
I doubt.
I'm gonna argue this one with a hell of a ring IQ, fam. With a hell of a training team, fam.
I'm not saying he doesn't, but I don't care how good your IQ is. There's weight classes for a reason, and the thing about it is this: when the fight happens, if it happens, I think you're gonna realize very quickly that there's weight classes for a reason. And the thing about it is this: when Canelo beats him, which I believe he will, it's not saying that Canelo's a better fighter than him. It's just gonna be the bottom line is he's just too damn big for him. If they were the same weight, same size, I would give Crawford all the advantages in the world, but he's just too small. And when Canelo,
so that's why you say that's why you would say if he's just too small, I want 150 million and I'll fight him. Let's go.
Yeah, of course. It's just like Tyson Fury said, I'll take 500 million to fight Usyk. You throw out especially with Turki Al-Sheh, who's overpaying fighters, you throw out as much as possible and see what they come back with. So if Turkey's going to pay him $150 million, he's going to take it. But if Turkey comes back with 80 million, well, that's probably 40 million more than he ever would have got to fight Terence Crawford. So I'm not mad at the 150 million to fight him because he knows Turkey going to throw around stupid money. So you start high and then negotiate your way down.
It's stupid to fight Terence Bud Crawford.
What's that?
But you saying it's stupid to fight him.
No, I'm saying the fight itself is stupid. And when they fight, you're going to see very quickly within the first 3 rounds how stupid the fight actually is going to be. Canelo is going to beat him to his bicep.
Bro, what you going to say, man? What you going to say? Let me ask you this, bro. What you going to say if Terence Bud Crawford knocks him out, bro? What you going to say, bro?
I would say that I must have been sniffing crack.
Okay.
Because ain't nobody knocked out Canelo, and Crawford definitely ain't gonna be able to do it.
Well, no, what if? No, don't even knock him out. What if Terence Bud Crawford knocks him down?
He won't.
Tony, hold on. Before you answer that, I just clipped that. I'm about to clip that. So we will have this. That ever happens, I'm about to put that. I'm gonna put that out there. I'm just letting you know. I'm just pre-warning you.
Let's make a bet right now. Let's make a bet, okay?
Hell yeah.
You want to make a bet?
Yeah.
I'm asking Gooch.
We can. I mean, you got other panelists that want to too. But what's up?
No. This is an easy bet that we both can do, and they ain't got to involve no money, nothing like that. Where one person I got you. Here's what the bet's gonna be, okay?
Okay.
The bet is if the fight happens and Canelo wins, My thumbnail becomes your channel's thumbnail for a month. If Canelo loses, your thumbnail becomes my thumbnail for a month.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
All right, that's the bet.
All right. That's cool.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's. Hey, but me and you need to bet. We don't gotta bet no money either. Let's just bet some push-ups, and we
We
gotta
can do
do it
however
on.
many push-ups you
We gotta
want.
do it. Listen. I'll come on. We gotta do 2 sets. 2 sets. We gotta do it on Gucci's shit, and then we gotta do it on your shit. So whatever push-ups that we and you agree to, you know what I'm saying. We gotta do it equally on each one.
I mean, I'm 262 pounds of pure muscle. So however many push-ups you want to do, I'm down to do.
Hey, that's all good. That's all, nigga. You can do one-handed push-ups to my two then, since you trying to say
Okay,
it
I'll
like
do
that,
that.
nigga.
We'll do
You know what I'm
one-handed.
saying?
I don't see. I'll do one-handed.
Yeah,
Just how
nigga.
many you want to do?
He's saying, Tony's saying, listen, I'm so big, I do push-ups with my eyelashes.
Yeah, so I'm saying,
Hey,
nigga, we
hold
gotta
on.
we
What
do it.
position you play in football?
What's that?
What position did you play in football?
Well, I wasn't this heavy whenever I was in school. I played running back.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cause I'm like,
Like, if you talk about me as a teenager, I was around. I mean, at 16, I jumped up to 180. By the time I was 18, I was 200 pounds.
oh,
How
okay.
tall are you?
Well, right under 6 foot, 5'11". Like, I just
Yeah,
barely
like
get it.
me.
I'm like
Yeah.
5'11.9". I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie
okay.
and say I'm 6 foot, but I'm just like, if you put a piece of hair on top of my head, I'm 6 foot.
That's what's up. That's what's up. But
Hey man,
nah, we good. We good.
I'm just
So
saying, my
listen.
semi-pro team is looking for a nasty ass linebacker. You sound like you could be healed. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? That's some real shit. I need one like you. I'm looking for a linebacker like you, homie. So you build one city my way.
Hey, look. Hey, look. So we can do push-ups, man.
How many
I'm
you want to
game.
do? How many you want to do?
I mean, it don't really matter. You doing one-handed though. So
That's
shit.
fine.
You know what I'm
250.
saying?
Here's what I'll
200.
do. Blue, I'll do the right hand on this channel and I'll do the left hand on my channel if I lose.
Oh God,
Okay.
So that way you
Okay.
get both
Okay.
arms.
Okay. Okay.
yo,
Okay.
tripping.
Okay,
Okay.
and nigga, I ain't trying to gloat like you, nigga. So I'm gonna just do my two-handed push-ups, nigga.
I
You
got
know
you, but
what
how
I'm
many?
saying?
How many are we betting?
It don't matter, my guy. We
Hey,
can do
well,
50,
hey, I'll tell
100.
you what,
It's
y'all,
just
no,
for.
no, no,
It's
no,
just
no. This
listen,
what y'all
listen,
bet.
listen.
This what y'all bet. Let Goose say this.
Yeah.
This what y'all bet. Y'all bet the weight
Mhm.
class, 168.
Okay.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay. Okay.
All right, we'll do
Okay.
168.
Yep. That's what me too. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. But see, he got to do it straight. I get breaks, nigga. I do all the
Nah,
back breaks.
nah.
Nah,
So
nigga.
we gonna do.
Hold
So
on,
what you gonna do?
hold on,
Hey,
hold
what you
on.
gonna do? Set to tens or set to twenties? Hey, we
I'll do
gotta
set to
mark them.
20. I'll do set to 20. He got to do it straight though, cause he talking that shit. He talking that cocky shit. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna
No,
back
I
it
ain't gonna
up.
make that man do 168 straight
Nah,
on my
nah.
shit.
Okay, at least he got to do half of them. He got to do at least half of them.
He talking about I could do half with both arms. I don't know if I could do half with one arm, like straight. That'd be hard. I could try.
Nah, listen, it's just funny games, my guy. You can do whatever you can.
Hey, he ain't gonna have a
Whatever
heart
you
attack
can.
on my shit. What the hell? You trying to kill this man? One arm, 168 straight. Who does
Hey,
that?
so
With
look, you
this?
do whatever you listen. Let me say it like this, because I'm gonna be realistic with this shit. Look, if you lose, bro, and you gonna lose, I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you lose, what you could do is what you can do with one arm. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta be 168. You can take breaks like I'm gonna take breaks. But you
All
gotta
right.
do what you can do. That's at least what I'm trying to say.
I'll
Till
go
you
with
get
one
tired.
arm till I get tired. Then
No,
I'll break it down
yeah,
into
that's all I'm saying. And then take a
Kelvin,
break
half.
you
and
hear
then do
this
what you
shit?
do.
I'll do it.
I know
Yeah.
Kelvin in the chat. I know, man. Oh my gosh, these niggas. Hey, make sure we got trainers and CPR because
I'm
I
willing to
think
take
Blue.
that bet. I'm willing to take the bet because I know how dumb of a bet it is. So I'm giving you the advantage in the bet.
Okay,
Thank you,
okay. It's all good.
thank
It's
you,
all but you
thank
only
you.
reason why we said it like this is because what you said. I'm 260,
No,
nigga.
I got
Pure
you because
muscle.
I know what's gonna happen. Y'all see that dog. Y'all been to his gym. Y'all see him train. That dog barking in your background. You hear Terrence right there in his voice. But what I'm telling you is, when it actually happens, it's not gonna go the way you think.
Okay.
Nah, fam,
I feel the same way. Listen, I feel
it's
the same
more
way
than
you feel. It ain't gonna go the way you think either. And I'm
it's
saying
more
with
it's more
confidence.
than that though, fam. You like it ain't just training. It's more like Okay, I can't explain it. It's the streets, man. It's more
Yeah,
than
just
this.
let just
I'll make this clear right now. Look, look.
Like I said, when you got a street fighter turned boxer and been doing the street fight longer than man, you know what I'm saying? And the pain. I mean, I'm just saying, y'all, everybody keep talking about, oh, Canelo is different. Yeah, he's been mollywopped a couple times, maybe, but I just don't see Canelo. Okay, let's do this.
Look,
When has the
look.
last time Canelo? Okay, you said what? How many? What was Canelo been taking much of us to the 12 rounds for what, the last 4 times?
Caleb Plant's the last knockout he had, I believe.
Yeah,
So,
Caleb Plant
okay,
made.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, and he fight twice a year.
Yeah,
So after Caleb Plant, he ain't putting nobody down, but you saying he gonna put Bud down.
yeah, because Bud Little.
And then hold on. But then, and I hear you say he could get Bud, he gonna trap Bud in the corner. But what do when Bud get down there trapped in the corner? Don't he spin motherfuckers around to put them in the corner?
Look,
We ain't seen that. We ain't seen that done before. You ain't
Gooch,
seen that done many a times. Done by Terence Bud Crawford.
Crawford is going to get so beat up. Like, and I'm not
Bro,
just talking about.
bro.
Listen to me.
So his
No, no,
angles,
no.
his
Listen to
angles,
what
his,
I'm saying.
his angles ain't even got nothing to do with it.
No, no, no. Listen to me. I'm
The
not talking
angles
about
and the
like beat to the
footwork ain't
face.
got nothing to do with it.
Listen to me, Gooch. I'm not talking about he's going to get beat up like as in he's going to get hit in the face a lot, hit in the body a lot. He's going to get hit everywhere because that's what Canelo does. He's going to get hit in the elbow. He's going to get hit in the forearm. He's going to get hit in the biceps. He's going to get
Yep,
hit in the
yep.
shoulders. He's going to get hit in the hip. He's going to get hit all over his fucking body. He's going to be attacked unlike he's ever been attacked before. And you're going to see how that weight that Canelo's putting on him and how small he is compared to what Canelo's been fighting, how quickly it wears down his body. He could fight all day long. You could be a dog all day, but if I hit you in the face with a baseball bat, all dogs do the same thing. They go to sleep. And he got to get put to sleep. Like he gonna fight
Bro,
till he
he
get put
couldn't
to
eat,
sleep.
bro. I mean, come on, fam. Like,
He gonna fight till he get put to
you
sleep.
gotta understand this. This man been fighting big niggas like street man. I can't
He,
you just don't understand what I'm
he
seeing,
ain't never been
what
in a
I
pro
know,
fight with
fam.
no
And I'm
guy
gonna
like
tell you, if
Canelo.
Canelo comes like that, bro. If Canelo comes like that, like you said, in the last 4 fights I seen after Caleb Plant, he's not coming like that with that baseball bat. Don't so let's not go there, please.
Wait. How
I
tall?
mean,
How
he's
tall is
not
Terrence?
really doing all that, fam.
How tall is Terrence?
What? 5'9", 5'8", 5'9"?
Okay, he 5'8", and that's giving him some inches. But we'll say
Okay.
5'8". We'll go with 5'8", right? How tall is Edgar Berlanga?
I don't know. I
I
forgot.
don't
He's
know.
six
You got
foot.
me
Is
on
he
there.
6 foot?
Cam's my computer guy, so he'll usually type it in for me and let me know. But
He's over 6 feet.
Yeah, I was
okay,
gonna say, is he like 6'2" or 6'1"?
Yeah, he's like 6'2".
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, how
Okay, but
tall is
that don't.
Jaime Munguia?
I
6 foot. If y'all don't know, I'm going to answer it. He's 6 foot. How tall is
Yeah.
Charlo? 6 foot. So you got to understand, these taller guys have been moving backwards from using their height. Now I will give you that John Ryder went the distance, but John Ryder, he doesn't stop fighting. Every person he fights is an ugly fight, and he always just fights. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't expecting him to stop John Ryder because of the type of fighter he is. But John Ryder's a big ass dude. So again, these guys, these last fights, the last 3 fights, are gonna give guys 6 foot plus. So it's different. I just like I said, I would like to see Terrence fight somebody like Tim Tszyu to really get a gauge of how good he is. If he can dominate Tim Tszyu, then I would say y'all have a good argument. But if he goes life or death, or gosh forbid,
My guy Joe Cool coming up into the ring. What up, Joe Cool? What you got to tell my guys?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
What's up, Joe?
What's up? What's
One
up, Joe?
love.
Okay. All right. Watching that fight last night, it showed me how what I put in the chat. It showed me how slower Canelo's getting. His footwork is not there, man. He's just for him to have so much power and so much skill, he couldn't stop Berlanga like that. He only knocked him down one time. One punch knocked him down, but he got right back up. But he's not going to, what he did last night, Bud is going to outbox him and will use his feet. He's not going to get in the corner. He's not going to lure Bud into the corner like that unless Bud's going to lure him for a setup. So Canelo is on his way. It just showed how slow he's starting to wear down, really, to be fighting as long as he's been fighting. But I hope the fight happens because it's going to show you how good or how much levels above Bud is to Canelo. Because Canelo ain't fought nobody like Bud Crawford. With power in both hands like that. And we haven't seen, like he said, we haven't seen everything Bud has done. He's only giving you certain levels when he's fighting folks. So it'll be a great fight. It's gonna be a moneymaker. I still think Bud will beat him, even if they go all 12 rounds. And a lot of those punches that Canelo will land, like throwing, hitting arms, Bud's gonna duck all that stuff. He's gonna make him miss a lot of stuff that he normally lands. So I don't see him doing what he's done to other fighters to Bud. I really don't. Not taking nothing away from Canelo. Canelo's a good fighter, but when you got somebody that's skilled like Bud with both hands and both styles, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good fight.
I mean, my only issue with Terence ducking Canelo is that Terence gets hit a lot, like a whole lot. Like his defense isn't like no Floyd Mayweather defense. Like just take his last fight against Israel as an example, right? He threw like 140 more punches than Israel and only outlanded him by 11. Israel threw 140 less punches, and the difference was only 11 punches landed. That tells you that his defense is not that good.
So you don't think he'll approach Canelo's fight? You think he's gonna fight the same way he fought Bivol? As far as like his defense, you think his defense is gonna be the same way against Canelo like he did against Bivol?
No, I think Canelo's going to try to eat his shots and just beat him up.
Hold on, I gotta say this real quick. I got to say this. So one thing that I have to say is that Canelo said, you know what? I think I would fight Bud. I think he's a good fighter, and he don't move that much like he used to. So we all know that Terence Bud Crawford, he comes to every fight and he fights a different fight. He don't fight the same way when he fights these fighters. He comes in with a plan and he executes. So in this kind of situation, you don't think that Bud's gonna sit there and hit and not be hit? He gonna move a little bit, and he's gonna sit there and stand in front of him. I guarantee he's gonna stand in front of him for a little bit, just to test that water to see how much strength he got, because that's the kind of dog that Terence Bud Crawford is.
Mm-hmm.
Terence Bud Crawford is the type of person where he gonna get in there and test your power to see what he has to do, what he is allowed, what you gonna give me, what are you gonna give me? Are you gonna be able to? Are you really gonna be able to take are you really gonna bully me? Let me find out if you can bully me or not, or if I have to move on you. He gonna do that.
I'm about to hop off and listen from the sideline for a few moments. I appreciate y'all letting me on, but I'll say this in closing.
Mm-hmm.
A Chihuahua is a dog too, but when a Chihuahua runs up on a pit bull, it gets ate every single time. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all have a good night.
Bud ain't no Chihuahua.
Bud ain't no Chihuahua, man. He the same height.
He said that. Hey, listen. He said that before too.
Hold on. Time out.
He said that before.
Hold on. Did he just call Bud a Chihuahua?
Yeah, he did.
I'm clipping that too.
He said that before. Listen, he said that before. Remember last time when he first Gooch, remember the first time he came on? He said that before. I would recall when he be saying shit, bro.
But that's funny.
Don't forget when he fought Madrimov, man. How much did Bud weigh? Won't he like 168? 169?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, come on, man. It won't be hard for him to make that weight.
Mm-mm.
It really won't. He walk around at what, 160?
Shit, no, he walk around with like 170, 175 type shit.
See? So I'm like, it don't take long to get down to the weight. And
And
the main
then not
fighter that
only
can't
that,
wait.
but see, this is what now. Okay, what Tony and them are saying though is since Canelo has fought, they fight bigger guys and that goes up just like last night Berlanga, because this is my problem with Canelo now. And I asked see we got off of that too though, because I also asked, so we jumped on it for a hot second because we talk about Canelo talk complaining about Benavidez jumping up 20 some pounds, but then Berlanga do the same thing. Yes, he did last
Yep.
night. He jumped up
Yep.
24.5 pounds. So once again, you could complain about one thing for one fighter. You should complain about the second. You know what I'm saying? You can't do this. Stop that shit. And once
Right.
again, I also say, we also knows about the like Canelo right now. Yeah, he is cherry picking. He is. But
Yep.
now, like Tony? I mean, what Tony Bruce is saying is this: he don't want to see the fight. He think it's dumb. He thinks basically, not gonna say yeah. He said he thinks it's dumb because simple fact of the matter, what's Canelo getting out of it? Basically,
Right.
if Canelo wins, he's still, you know what I'm saying. But then who was that? Was that True Blue earlier saying he gets a win over a pound for pound champion? I
Yeah,
get that in a
exactly.
sense.
Yeah.
I get that in a sense, but then you know how these guys is looking at it. No, that's
It
in
ain't
that's in
just a pound
everybody.
for pound, fam. It's he's got his hand casted. He's looked at differently. He's the only fighter that's been boxing to ever get his hand casted. You know what I'm saying? While boxing
Not only
still.
that,
Wild
he is the
boxing.
only two
Right.
time. He is the first 2 time undisputed. So
Yeah.
yeah.
He has a lot of accolades to where he would get the props. A lot of people say that he's not going to get the props. Canelo wouldn't get the props, but he would. He fought the
Mhm.
dude that was a pound for pound fighter. He chose to come up and fight him. That's his choice. Nigga, when I'm
Right.
getting paid for it. Listen, if Canelo wins a fight, he just wins a fight. And that's just what it is. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hate on that if Canelo won. But we do know Bud, if Canelo wins, he gonna want a rematch. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah, because he wanted to see if
Bud
that
gonna get him, man.
he gonna want to see. Yeah, yeah,
He gonna want a
yeah,
rematch, and he gonna come in there with a
yeah.
different game plan because him and his team are gonna say, "Okay, this is what you did wrong." You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And they gonna
And
come up
then
with a different game
what did he
plan.
tell him? What did he tell him? He said if he wants that amount of money to fight him, that lets you know I'm a threat to him. So he really don't
Thank
want to
you.
fight him.
Yeah,
And
that's
plus
common
he,
sense.
yeah. And plus he
But
don't like
no,
to fight fighters
but
that
let
lose.
Tony Reviews tell you he just throwing numbers out there because everybody else want to see this fight.
Mhm.
You know what
No,
I'm saying?
he throw
So,
that number.
so
Listen, like he said, he take. Listen, so if he's throwing numbers out there, think about it. He said 200 million just to fight better be. That's not throwing money numbers out there. That's outpricing yourself because you don't want that
Right.
fight. That's
thank
not
you.
just throwing numbers out there. That's outpricing yourself. You know damn it as well. You not ain't nobody gonna pay you that. Nobody's gonna pay you that to fight that man. So why are you
Right.
saying that? You don't want the fight. That's all you're saying. But
And
now that you have
they
somebody,
asked him about Bud last night, and he was like next question or no comment. Like
Yeah,
really?
he don't
yeah.
want to talk about that fight.
He said after, and this is now, and if I was going to interview, I was like, but didn't you say, Canelo, Mr. Canelo, this is what I would have said. I'd have really put him on, got him irritated. Mr. Canelo, didn't you say that, after you got the fight, after you were done with the fight with Canelo, I mean, with Berlanga, then you would be interested in talking about the fight? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Like you was open to whatever then with you and your team? I said, so are y'all going to start negotiating with Terence Bud Crawford? That's what I was saying.
He a walking contradiction, man.
Hmm.
That's all he is.
And,
He's
and,
trying to get as much
and,
money as he can to get out before he get out, but he don't want to go through the hassle to fight the best fighter to get it.
Yeah.
He rather get the money they just getting, fight
Yeah, an
himself
easy
out, and
fight.
then don't fight nobody.
That's why I said
and
the difference is Terrence Bud Crawford don't walk from no smoke. He don't walk from it. He don't run from it. He steps to it. He
Right.
steps to it. He don't run from nobody. When he was offered the Boots fight, set it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When he's offered these fights, he don't run from. Well, let me talk about it with my management real quick or my team. You don't hear that from him.
Mhm.
You don't. He
It
don't
seemed
make
like
excuses.
ever since last year, ever since the fight happened last year, he changed the whole spectrum of boxing.
He
Guys
did.
want to go.
He
I mean,
did.
that fight still affects everybody now, to this day.
Yeah.
Listen, to your boy King, whatever. or not even 93 octane. I get what you're saying, but my only contention to what you're saying is from two people. One of them direct. Canelo
Stupid.
Alvarez said the Bud fight can still happen next. Those were his exact words. He was asked the question. He was like, that fight can still happen next. He's saying next. So after Berlanga, he's saying next.
Mm-hmm.
That the night of Canelo's fight, it was Terence Crawford running with the whole fucking night. Even though he
The
had the
Sheik.
even though he had the little squabble or whatever with Teofemo Lopez and his father, both of them looking terrified.
Yeah.
Teofimo father holding him like, son, I don't want to lose you tonight.
For real.
But
Yeah,
he
what I'm
mushed him. He
saying.
mushed him in the
So
face.
No, he put his fingers in his face.
yeah, so
Yeah.
basically, I'm saying this. Basically, I'm saying this. Canelo, more than likely, we're getting from just trying to read the tea leaves. He's willing to negotiate with the Sheik because
Mm-hmm.
basically by doing the impromptu, off the cuff passing of the torch to Edgar Berlanga, because if you actually watch the post fight interview, it seemed as though everybody was questioning Berlanga like he's going to be that new it guy. They even made the statement of saying he checks off all the boxes, including marketing. Like I said earlier on another joint, I was saying Edgar Berlanga's swag then introduced a new word into the boxing vocabulary. That's the New Yorican. You feel what I'm saying? So they all caught up in the whole Edgar Berlanga. So directly slash indirectly, the torch was passed, which then you do it that way, and if you follow in the question, that leaves Canelo to do whatever the fuck he wants to do, and nobody from now on can complain. You feel what I'm saying? So if he goes and fights Bud, fine. If he fights the guy you're talking about, fine. If he picks up and says, you know what, I'll rematch Caleb Plant, nobody's gonna have any issues because the official passing of the non-official passing of the torch was already done to Berlanga. Now all Berlanga has to do is put the check in the bank and then let it gain interest before he cashes it. He got to let the money clear, which means his next two fights are critical, and they better be. One of them is Caleb Plant, and the other one is Jaime Munguia. He knocks those two guys off. He is the next guy that's going to be doing what Canelo and Tank are doing. I fight. I want to fight when I fight him.
I see that as being feasible, but I don't. I would just have.
And
You
Mark,
know what?
the guy,
If it happens, it happens. I can't even hate. If it
yeah,
happens, it
but
happens.
look at what they were saying about Edgar Berlanga the night before. Every interview was like, Edgar, I just have to applaud you on, you finally made it to the big show. Many other fighters before you have crumbled, when they got to this point, or you could see the nervousness. He's like, you're eating like all the interviews. The guy from pay-per-view.com. You feel what I'm saying? When he was on Cam in them joints, when he was on direct dishtv.com for their interview, they was all basically saying, listen, you're made for this. You're made for this. You just accepting it as it is. Like your whole persona, your character, win or lose, great things are about to happen for you. They were telling you the game plan before the fight happened. So
Right.
at the end of the day, bro, Canelo can now go do what the fuck he want to do. You feel what I'm saying? Which now he's saying, let me handle Berlanga, let me do this informal passing of the torch, and I'll spin a block and I'll come see Canelo because I really, really think that fight is next. I really,
What you
really
talking about with Bud?
yes. Nothing else.
So hold on. I'm gonna say it like this. I think the fight's gonna happen with Bud too. But the only way that I'm seeing it right now is because you do have a point. But I'm also thinking about how Canelo is too. He might not want to pass that torch until he retires, though, bro. Even if it
No,
takes a loss.
Blue. What I'm saying is this. I first of all,
Mm-hmm.
on the face value, Yes, what you just said, anybody can argue that and have a strong argument. But we're looking at the whole boxing apparatus. Yes, this is the way Canelo feel, and officially, it's not going to happen until Canelo retires. But in between, it's like Berlanga is that guy in training. He does it. He does his thing with these next two fights. You feel what I'm saying? He does this thing with these next two fights. Um, uh, then these things can happen. You feel what I'm saying? He's that.
Okay, so hold on. So what about this? What about this? Because I hear what you're saying, but and I'm not trying to cut you off like that, but I just I want your personal thought on this right here. So I hear what you're saying, but I'm thinking that he's gonna have to win in a certain kind of fashion. Though. He can't just win the fight and struggle. He's gonna have to win in order for that torch to be like, you know what I'm saying, win by knockout, or he's gonna have to dominate in order for that torch to be passed to him. That's what I'll say.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say.
Because Canelo don't want to pass it to what you call it.
Yeah, he don't want to pass it to Benavidez. Caleb Plant couldn't cash in on it, and Munguia couldn't cash on it because Munguia can't sell a fight. Edgar Berlanga earned his 20% in the classic 80-20 situation with Canelo. In fact, if you really look how he sold the fight, where everybody was complaining about the fight, but that now everybody on the internet is talking about the fight because they're like, wait. Edgar Berlanga sold the shit out of this fight. He made me watch this fight because his level of confidence, his energy, the calmness, the maturity he showed. He is a marketable kid. You feel?
So how many pay-per-views? How many pay-per-views you think it sold?
I would say somewhere in the mid sixes.
Think so?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say just like this. I don't know how many it sold. I'm gonna say 400. I'm gonna say 45. And the reason why I'm gonna say that is because the simple fact is, some people didn't want to fight. Some people did. I think a lot of people didn't pay. Like I think his people probably paid for it. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of people probably didn't pay. But I don't know. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say 45.
You just put it like this. New York is probably the biggest and most condensed city in the USA.
That is true.
He's pretty much got one of the 5 boroughs, which when you look at the 5 boroughs are like 5 different states within themselves. You feel what I'm saying? So he's got Brooklyn on lock. He's definitely got a portion of Queens. He's definitely, got a portion of the Bronx. You feel what I'm saying? And the Puerto Rican communities are not just limited to Puerto Ricans, because you got a lot of black and women who are dating Puerto Ricans. You feel what I'm saying? Now you extend that to Florida, to where that's his new home state.
Right.
Believe it or not, Florida has a heavy ass Puerto Rican presence there. Since the hurricane, when Donald Trump fucked up so bad, there was a mass exodus of Puerto Ricans to Florida.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So still got.
I mean, it could have probably. That's why I said 4 to 500.
Even go back to the island of Puerto Rico. So yeah, he could. He's bringing. What I could probably say, at least 1 million pay-per-view buyers to the table. Whether they did it through whether they could afford to spend that $90 that could go on bills or food in this high inflationary whatever. No, I don't believe all of them. I believe that out of that million, at least 500,000 of them went to a bar or a friend's house or used their Fire Stick. You feel what I'm saying? And out of the remaining 5, they went to a fight party. So he's probably bringing a solid 200,000 that could actually afford the $90 and not have to worry about this week I got to tighten up the budget because I spent $90 on that pay-per-view fight, which is gonna show up next month when I get my cable bill or whatever. However you ordered it. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just looking at it from just a realistic point, but he's bringing 200 and something plus those other fans that might have just been on the fence about the fight and like, wait a minute, this nigga Berlanga is selling the shit out of this fight. And then take into consideration, you had this new Canelo that's cursing and speaking English like a motherfucker, talking about motherfucker and fuck that. Yo, I like these words. Yeah. Then he's showing up with Big Boy, and Big Boy's like, yeah, tell him like motherfucker. And Canelo, funny as hell, is like motherfucker. I'm like, yo, this nigga, yeah, I like this. This shit is lit right now. You feel what I'm saying? So they sold the shit out of this fight. More than what
I hope it did. I hope they both. I hope they do. They did sell the fuck shit out this fight. I just want to see the results, the numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. One second, y'all. Hold on. I gotta try and get back into the chat. This dude King Kahuna. Man, as much as you type, you need to come jump on the panel one good time, man. Because you said we hypocritical, but let me say this: I got to go back to what you said earlier about how Bud's hiding behind the top rank protection. He been in top rank for what 4 years now?
Since the Porter fight.
Yeah, at the Porter fight, man. He didn't fought Avanesian, he didn't fought Spence, and he didn't fought Madrigal. Come on, man, leave that shit alone. Top rank protection. Then you talking about motherfuckers is hypocritical because you standing on your ground for Canelo. Shut the fuck up.
What?
Now you piss me off because you want to jump on a link. I keep bringing a link on. You think you're gonna be I don't know. You gonna think what you think you're gonna get jumped on? Yeah. But I ain't sounding crazy. I'm just letting you know what it is, fam. But y'all think we don't know shit? Like, man, it's right now. I one day y'all gonna see, and it's sad. It's sad to see. It's sad to see. How am I upset about the facts though? What's facts that you're saying? You're not saying no facts, fam. You're saying your opinion.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying your opinion like everybody fucking else, man. But one thing we can say, nigga, ooh, see, he did piss me off because I went there. But one thing I can say, my guy, is this. I'm gonna say this. I just know, like I tell everybody, and it's in my heart of hearts. When you got a hell of a training camp, trainers, and let's say this, forget Saru, it's Mexican. So he's teaching you guys what the hell Canelo eats.
Yeah, this dude is just trolling because he like.
No, I'm not even saying that though. I'm just telling everybody he has a Mexican trainer. What do you think? You don't think he didn't study goddamn Canelo? You don't think that's what I'm saying when I hear people, and that's why I had to bring that up earlier. I had to bring it up earlier, man, because some fact, y'all don't look at the trainers this man had. And he listens, and quiet as kept. Let it be told, he listens to the Mexican trainer more than he do Bomac some of the time.
Yeah, you can see it in the Spence fight. He was telling the 1-2-1. Go back to that jab. Keep doing what you're doing. Remember that. He told him, remember that against Spence. And look what he did.
So once again, when people don't understand what I'm saying, so King, like I said, he has a Mexican trainer also. It just ain't no Bowman. He has really 4 with Bernie. He has good trainers, and they study Canelo, fam. Just like how Joe Diaz from Madrigal studied Terence, fam. He knew what to do. He told Madrigal, you never seen Madrigal fight like that before.
King, bro, whatever, what has he done besides Terence Crawford? You got Steven So Cold Nelson that, is a hell of
I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Minutes.
Is a hell of a fighter. See, what you don't understand is, when you talk about elite trainers, these elite so-called trainers.
Hold on, any trainer of the year?
More than half of them are in it for the money. They're not teachers. You feel what I'm saying? Because here's my perfect example. People want to say Bozy might be an elite trainer or whatever. But did you hear Bosie's instructions to Scooter? Like he's telling them, yo, not me, east side to the west side, not me, east side, west side, not me, not me, not me. You just got to watch out for the right hand because that's all he got. Yeah, but that's what he keep cracking your man with. You're not telling him how to get around the right hand, how to change the tide. So many people look at that fight and say, you know what? So Cole was gifted that victory because Bosie didn't do nothing for him. You feel what I'm saying? So
And yes, and you're right. Okay, you know what? One thing I'm say. You know what? One thing I am gonna say. I am gonna say I agree with him on something. Yes, Robert Garcia is a nice trainer. He is. He is. He's a nice trainer.
okay,
But
so
yet and still, film. Once again, y'all like Bo McEnroe was trainer of the year when he
what
should have been years ago. Once again,
what
who? Jamel Charlo I mean not Jamel Charlo, when he had Jamel Herring and Bud as champions.
so
Let's
how,
just and then you saying Keyshawn ain't done nothing. The Kelvin brothers, the Davis brothers ain't doing nothing right now. They're making noise. They're young guys making noise. So once again, you're saying something just to be now you're trolling.
the point I'm making is simply this. In this era, who is truly an elite trainer? Because to be an elite trainer, you have to have an elite fucking fighter. That's just the fucking facts of it, my guy. So you trying
Thank
to
you.
well, my point is this. All right.
Thank
You
you.
want to say Robert Garcia. All right. Right now in this era, who is an elite trainer that's in the Robert Garcia stable?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Who's
Okay,
in the
that's
stable?
elite fighters right now. Alexander Usyk, Terence Crawford, and Inoue. You feel what? Those are the real three elite fighters. Is Robert Garcia the trainer of either one of those motherfuckers? No.
No.
So the point is this: where the elite fighter is, they have the elite trainers. So when you try to tell me in that aspect, when you try to argue that with me, I'm just going to use simple math. 1+1 =2. You feel what I'm saying? To have an elite fighter, you don't have a bullshit trainer. You feel what I'm saying? People can argue Buddy McGirt. You feel what I'm saying? Was an elite fighter. I mean, was an elite fighter. As a trainer, does he have an elite fighter in his stable? No. People can argue and will argue all day, and it's an absolute fact. Roy Jones Jr. was an elite fighter. Does Roy Jones Jr. have an elite fighter that he is training right now? No. No. So where the elite fighters are right now in this era, they have elite trainers. And it's only 3 of them. It's only 3 of them. If you want to add the female, you got 4 with Clarissa Shields. After that, there is nobody else. Let's keep it a beam, bro. Let's keep it a beam.
And then I want to say, so Jamel Herring won a champion?
Huh?
I said when Jamel Herring was a champion, he hadn't had champions in the stable, bro. Chris Eubanks is coming. Man, come on, fam.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
You're
y'all
not
don't
going to have,
understand.
as a trainer, you're not.
He just made trainer of the year, though, AT.
Of the Lou Duvers. You feel what I'm saying? Of the Lou Duvers, the Angelo Dundees and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Angelo Dundee is probably the only trainer that at one point he had more than one elite fighter in his stable, because he was also dealing with Sugar Ray Leonard. You feel what I'm saying? And this is when Sugar Ray was young and he was still fucking with Ali.
Because they're hold on. See, this. I'm almost done arguing, debating this guy because he won't hit the link, and I'm talking to the Twitter finger, and then he got my guy. He called my guy 90 Oxen ain't Twitter finger, but he ain't hit the link, and I keep putting it up here because I mean, you going round and round in circles. You keep saying one thing to another.
All right,
Yes,
bro.
sir. Deuces, man. One love. Thank you for coming on. Hey, man, you want to stay, man? What, man? Final, man. Yeah, do your final thoughts before you jump off, man.
All I ain't got nothing to say, man. Just one love. Y'all keep supporting boxing. Y'all
Yes,
stay
sir.
safe.
One love
I
to
like y'all.
you.
Yeah,
All
for
right, man.
sure.
But before, because I'm gonna jump off here in a second because I'm not gonna be debating this food all night. I'm not. Uh, but one thing I am gonna say is if pound for pound fighters have elite trainers, I don't get it. And if Bo McAdam is trainer of the year, I really just and he should have got it years ago. Years ago. But we're not gonna go here. He got it now, and he's going to get it again. Hopefully next year because y'all gonna see some things, especially with little young Keyshawn and them. I really and I'm glad you brought them up because man, them little young dudes, they got that swag too. AC, remember you know that swag you talking about Berlanga, they
Yeah,
got that swag too, fam. So
yeah.
it's coming. B&B is about to show y'all something, man. It's an academy. It just ain't nothing. It's an academy. Then I'm gonna go here, man. Look out for all the young fighters from B&B because they got a young, nice stable coming. Young, nice stable. Young Big J, boom, boom. Some of my guys, y'all see them. Boom, boom, man. I'm just saying, y'all. Come really, if you rock with me, King Sukuna, man, rock with us for real though. For real. Just really rock with us so you can see what we really do, fam.
Things that just be
Don't be a troll. You know what I'm saying? Come back. You can still keep talking this same as what you feel about, but really though, just look at like you said, everybody. One thing I want to tell y'all call these fighters bums. Y'all say I'm not saying everybody, but certain you call them natural bum. That's what you call them. But these fighters are fighters, fam. They getting paid to get their bodies hurt just for you to call him a bum. Like
Magdalene beat the shit out of him and everybody in his fucking family.
I'm just saying, and not just that though. It just I had to back away from that once I heard a couple fighters like what I'm saying something like man we getting our ass kicked for y'all to call. When I heard Bud say that, man, we getting our ass kicked for y'all to call us a bum and talk the shit we talking. I'm like, okay, okay, no, I get it. So, I mean, man, we talk boxing, man. We give our opinions.
Yeah.
Once I get my computer up, I can start dropping them facts, dropping receipts. Um, but I'm gonna say this though, man, to you trolls and you cats, because I invited y'all, so I love it. But to you, and I like it. I like to let off some steam going off on some of you guys. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I can say, uh, uh, uh one thing, don't take things out of perspective.
What the?
Well, I
See,
say,
he's just typing things like to things you're not saying. It's all just
right,
reactionary. It's like, are we talking to a bot or are we talking to a human? Do you
right.
feel what I'm saying? Are
It
you a
could,
troll bot that's
okay,
just? Are you some sort of
no,
AI jump
uh,
off?
okay,
See,
but didn't
what I'm
mention
saying?
off.
See, it's repeating like an AI generated bot. You feel what I'm saying? Related to pound for pound talent, he is a bum. Who's a bum?
Why would you
You're
call?
not being
I'm saying,
specific.
but so it's a lot of bums out there, I guess, huh? Well, I'm gonna say this, AC. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not going back and forth with this guy all night. Um, get your final thoughts, man.
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, man, um, trolls will be trolls. They just want to type things to try to get a reaction. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do you like Kamala told Trump on the debate. You're just tired old news. Coming out here trolling like that is just tired and old. Because all you have to do if you want to troll, let us hear your voice. Click the link. Stand up for yours. You feel what I'm saying? Standing there and typing and just being a person like that, you know, giggling and cackling behind your keyboard, that doesn't do anything to push the boxing conversation, and you're not bringing anything relevant. So you're just tired old news. So at the end of the day, man, if us real boxing fans, not the trolls, want to try to put our voice out there and put that energy out there and just have a decent boxing conversation, to whereas, you know, we're talking in speculations and everything, but they're grounded in current events. That's no different than what we see when you look at, you know, uh, MSNBC went and they're talking about, you know, the markets and shit like that, how the markets are reacting and things like that. There are whole real news things. You got sports channels that do the same thing. You got sports channels that cover fantasy fucking football, which is not real whatsoever. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's food for fodder. It's what we do. It's because we love the sport that much that we want to dissect it and bring, you know, different perspectives and energy to the boxing ethos. So we may talk a fight into existence. And even if we didn't, just the way the whole thing happened, we like, see, didn't we tell you? Yeah, you did call it, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And pretty much, you know, I've been on this channel where that happened often and a lot. So this is why we put out our conspiracy theories and say, you know what, I hear what you're saying, but a part of me says stranger things like that happen in boxing, and I'm gonna call Liz. I think this is how it's gonna go down. Then when it goes down, we reconvene and, yo, you know what, Gooch? You was right. You know what, AC? You know, you was right. You know what? Blue called that like three jump off ago. So that's what we try to do. When you try to come in and disrupt that flow with being a troll, or any troll try to do it, we're going to give you your 15 minutes of fame. And hopefully you'll click the link and not be a troll and be part of the conversation. But that's not your intent. Your intent is just to disrupt and distract. So do you, bro. We steady gonna do us. Whenever we convene, it's nothing but love with everybody on this panel. And I guess that's where I'll land my plane with that little moral lesson.
Blue, my guy, Blue Hustle, man. I'm about to land this plane, my dang self, man. What you got? Remember, I didn't see you slid on in. So, what's your final thoughts? Because I know you got a lot to say. Blue, Blue Hustle.
Can I just answer, homeboy, bro? I did. I
Yeah,
fought
go
for my
ahead. Go ahead.
I fought for my PAL in Long Island when I went out there. It's called Westbury PAL. You feel what I'm saying? The PAL means police athletically. That was one of the first things that could get us to the Nassau County Golden Gloves. I caught a charge, which then made me ineligible for for Nassau County's Golden Glove like that, because they didn't allow anyone who had an active court case, and I had an active court case. But I did wrap up. You feel what I'm saying? I did start an amateur career at my PAL.
Okay.
So
Other than that, and like I do, I support young fighters from my community, which is the 402 BNB. Now, I want to say this because we ain't gonna keep going back and forth. With this guy, Blue Hustle, man. What you got to say? Final thoughts, my guy.
Oh man. Um. Yeah, I don't care what that dude's saying. To be honest with you, if you don't want to get on that panel and talk, it's easy to to text. You know what I'm saying? So very easy to text, but when you can sit there and hold a conversation face to face, or a lot of times over the phone, you don't like to lose your. Let me say it like this: it's easy to text because when you text, you can say what you want to say and get away with it. But when you go back and forth with a conversation over the phone, you can lose that battle a lot easier because now you have to hold your own, and that person can control the narrative and take control of the narrative if they have the ability to do that. So a lot of times when you get on these panels, you can get shut down real quick and easy because you can't control the narrative. You see what I'm saying? So you would like to. It's easier to control the narrative when you get everybody riled up. You see what I'm saying? And you just texting. But it's harder when you have to basically hold a real dialogue verbally. You see what I'm saying? It's harder, man. It's harder. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. But I'll say this, man. I feel like Canelo, you know what I'm saying? He had a good fight, the Berlanga fight. I feel like Canelo, I would like to see Canelo, fight Bud. That would be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I believe Bud would win the fight no matter what. And I think he would be able to show how truly great he is. There is weight classes for a reason, but when you have an anomaly like Bud, it's a different story. Canelo's an anomaly too when you think about it, because he didn't start out at 168. He had to move up, so it just is what it is. You see what I'm saying? So these fighters out here, like you guys were saying, they fight and like Bud said, they put their life on the line. They don't want to be called this and that and the third. They want the respect, so that's why they do it. A lot of fighters do get in the fights because they want the respect. They've been bullied when they're younger, been through some things. So they want the courage to be able to, not the courage, they want to be able to fight for themselves. Let me say it like that. So that's why they got in boxing. But now, they took it to a whole nother level. And that person that was bullying them, they ain't bullying them no more. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. That's why I give all fighters props. I don't care if I don't like them, I'm giving props no matter what. I don't like Canelo, but I still give him props, when he needs it, when he deserves it. So no matter what, boxing, and I'm a boxing fan and I love it. So that's why I'm always going to get on these panels and speak my opinion if you like it or not. If you like to get up here and debate me, I'm all with it. You see what I'm saying? Let's do this. I'm always with the smoke. You can agree with me or disagree. It's okay with me. Because at the end of the day, I'm not doing what you do when we get off this panel. I'm doing what I do. So that's all that matters. And don't nobody run marathons in my head. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody running nothing in my head. So it's all good. I got a lot of stuff I do. So man, I appreciate everybody that hops on the panel. I appreciate everybody that debates. And I even appreciate the people that get in the chat, because without them, we wouldn't have nothing to talk about. That's what keeps the panels going sometimes, because people in the chat. So I welcome this man, you know what I'm saying? Because he makes us think. He makes us feel like, okay, why we have to go through this bullshit? Is he trolling or not? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it comes with the territory of, of being up here doing these lives. So I'm with it. I don't care. I'm okay with it. But I like to cook these people that talk that shit too. So other than that, the fight card this past week was all right. I felt like a lot of fighters. Remember when we talked about the fight that we thought was going to be the best card, was going to be the best on the card? I actually thought Laura and Garcia was going to be the best fight, and it wasn't. It turned out to be nearly not that. It turned out to be a fight that was kind of iffy at first, but then Laura still pulled it off. You know what I'm saying? He got the knockout, which Garcia's never been knocked out before, never been knocked down, and all of a sudden it turned out to a TKO because he didn't want to, at the end, in the middle of the rounds. I mean, at the end of the round, he didn't want to, start to get up for the next fight. So his dad threw in the towel basically. But I feel like Caleb Plant fight. Caleb Plant got showed off. He got showed, he kind of got put in his place, because that fighter that he was discredited in actually came to fight for real. And it showed, because Caleb Plant went down to the ground. How many times? 3 times? No, twice, right? 2 times or 3 times?
He was only knocked down once. That was actually
he was knocked down two times, I think. It was 2 times or 3 times.
Oh, 1 time. The other 2 times they waved it off as not a knockdown.
Oh, I thought he got knocked.
Yeah,
Okay, whatever.
he tripped in one. He tripped in one. Tripped over the dude, and the other one was a slip. But the ref
Okay.
definitely didn't call those 2 a knockdown. He only gave him credit for the one
Okay.
for the first one.
All right. Well, that fight was actually, pretty good fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
definitely.
that fight was actually a good fight. But no matter what, the card was kind of decent. Stephen Fulton fight. I don't care who he goes train with. I don't think he has a heart, man. I think he questions himself. He's like a Rolly. That Rolly fight, I didn't even like that. He didn't even look like he really deserved the win. The way he was looking after the fight, you know what I'm saying? He didn't look like he was confident that he won at all. So it just I can't wait to the Keyshawn fight. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
That
that's
should be
gonna be
coming
a
up pretty
great
soon.
card.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really good card, man. A really good card. You know what I'm saying? So those fights will be lit. And no matter what, it's gonna be a lit ass card, man. It's a good card, man. Finally, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it like that, man. Let's keep everything humble and shit, man. You want to troll, but once in a blue moon, hop on a panel, man, and troll on a panel so we can eat your ass up alive. You know what I'm saying? For real. That's what I want to see. But they ain't gonna do that. It's the point of trolling. You got to control the narrative. You know what I'm saying? So. If you get on the panel, can you troll still? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what it is. All right, Gooch.
One
Do your
love,
thing,
man.
brother.
One love, man. Okay, so this is what I'm about to do. This is how I'm about to do this. Hold on 1 second. Talking my shit like this. Shout out to my young brother, man. Nope, not that one. That one. This how I'm gonna end it.
Time on my hands.
Let me turn it down a little bit.
Stack grands. Hey, don't wanna take my plate.
All right there. Okay, so at the end of the day, when it comes down to why we do is boxing to you, if you go to my first episode, rock with me. Go to my first episode. I told you. I started this channel because at the time, Mud Juggers, it was Bud this, Bud that. Bud wasn't the greatest, Bud this, Bud that. And this was what, 2000? 2001? 2000. I'm not going to go through the whole history of why I jumped off for a second. But jumping on the panels of the E Thrillers and the B-Mac, who inspired me to do this, this is why I do this. Because I'm from the hometown. If you only look at it, really, who does the boxing from Omaha, it says Boxing to You and Bernie the Boxer. How many times did y'all see Bernie the Boxer? After this, you know what I'm saying? Because bro is always busy. So we try to give you everything that we can. I love my trolls. I just wish your motherfuckers would hit the panel so we can really talk. Just don't come with no real disrespect. Now, as far as you see, we had him on earlier. Big J. He fights for B&B. Bomac, Coco, they're his trainers. He's bartender. He's a heavyweight, switch hitter. Huh? Young Boom Boom. He don't come. He's been in training, so you will hear from him from time to time. He's another one from B&B. I guess I gotta step my game up a little bit more. I think I need to step my game up just a little bit. I started it. I think I really am. But the thing about it, when you go into the gym, Moment, I want to show the secrets. See, I tell you what, just go back during the spin time. You see us in the gym. And really, I get it. Because y'all don't need to see what greatness is, how greatness is doing until you see it out here. And when y'all see it, y'all hate on it anyway. How he's an elite trainer and he's trainer of the year. Man, get the hell up out of here. Hit the link. Hit the like button. Hit the link. Send us the cash app from time to time. Help the channel out since you want to troll. Other than that, man, shout out to all my chats with Jessica Queen. One love to you. Who's up here, man? I seen Haynes, Legacy, man. One love. Pop a lot of smoke. Mr. Golden, 93 Octane. One love. Joseph Bailey, man. One love. Joe Cool. Scam came through. Yeah, I'ma click that. Shout out to Tony Reviews. King Sakuna, man, you did the damn thing tonight because you got my chat just going. You just kept typing. I ain't had no, man. You got my types up. Shout out to you. Breaking TV Live, man. One love to you, my God. Man, this mother jugger. Shit. Mr. Golden came through. Y'all know we talked shit. We had time game out. Sorry, Mr. Golden. I gotta apologize once again. Man, this dude, I'm telling you, I can't even go all the way up my chat and see who's all in my chat because this dude, King Sakuna, you got my chat just a guy. One love to you. 402, stand up, man. Nerd, one love to you. You was a troll too. Hold on, what else I got? Damn, King Sakuna? But Jessica, one love. Good gracious, ain't Legacy. Smoke pop, yeah, Smoke, you came through. Pop a lot of smoke came through. Jordan Lux, one love to you. You came through. You was a Canelo fan. The Mexican G, Canelo fan. Boxing 100, Canelo fan. One love. I invited y'all. Facts Boxing, one love. Canelo King of Boxing, one love. I invited y'all. Right, Lil Jessica, man. I'm going through the chats. And if I forgot you, man, like I said, Tony Reviews, WCS, I thought I seen you earlier too. Man, I'm sorry if I couldn't, man, it just, man, this motherfucker King Sakuna, yeah, there you go, WCS, one love. This King Sakuna had my shit just chomping. That's all I got is King Sakuna. Man, one love to you. Man, hit the link, brother. Don't forget the like button. With that being said, one love. We'll be back on. Y'all know what? More and more I'm seeing these trolls. I think I'm gonna bring y'all. I'm gonna put it. I'm putting something in my next show. I think I'm gonna bring up Tuesday night debates. Cause Blue ready. I think I'm gonna do Tuesday night and Friday night debates. Cause Blue ready, and I think we even debate some of you chats. We'll go through the chats and debate the chats, man. With that being said, man, one love. Thank y'all for coming through. My guy, the Apostles, Cam the Baptist, Big J the Wiseman, because that young man knows a lot about boxing, the history of boxing. Boom Boom the Enforcer, Knockout Artist from B&B, and I am Mr. Gooch to you.
Mr. Gooch to you. And I'm with my guys, Sugar J the Wise One and Cam the Baptist. Yes, we are the apostles of the youth boxing community. And we're bringing It's Boxing to You.
It's the apostles and we come to lay of hands. Half step, weave the jab, uppercut, pick up your mans. It's Pastor Gooch and Cam, Sugar J the Wise Man. We bring them to the light, make these haters understand. North side is where I stand. Nebraska, that's the land.
Go to It's Boxing to You video so you can see the intro. I'll be playing in 30 seconds once I get my computer back up.
channel. One love to the playback game and the panel. It's boxing to you.
It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. Represent the 402. Being Team Crawford, that's what we do. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. What it do? Sent that 402. Team Crawford, BNB, yeah, that's what we do. What up? Y'all know who it is. It's the Goose to you. Mr. Goose to you. They said we weren't gonna do it, Cam. They said we weren't gonna last in this bitch. But we here. The apostles of the YouTube boxing community. We lay hands on their ass. Y'all see what it is. We got young Sugar J, the switch hitter from B&B, coming out 2023. One love. Y'all know what it is, huh? But y'all gonna see what it is. Mr. Gucci, you, Cam the Baptist, Sugar J the Wise One, we are the apostles of the YouTube boxing community.